everybody! Welcome to Paperwork Pantheon. I am your host, Offbeat Outlaw. You may be wondering, Offbeat, why do you sound like this? Well, I've got some unfortunate news. I have what's called a canker sore, except it's placed behind my tongue in front of my tonsils. Now, if you can't think about how, if you're trying to imagine that, what this means is that every time I move my tongue and open my mouth past like half an inch, I want to die. And that's how I'm feeling today. And anyone who knows me knows that I like to talk. If you remove my ability to talk, that is about 90% of my personality. It's been a very distorting period of my life. Hopefully this goes away. I looked it up. Do you want to know why canker sores exist? No one fucking knows. It's just like, hey, your body's just decided to fucking kill you today. Get good.
I like how you're talking about how it impedes your ability to talk, and then you just keep going.
Yeah. Here's the other problem. I still don't stop talking, so I just suffer.
It's theorized that it's an excess of bacteria growth in your mouth that gets into small abrasions and therefore get infected.
Well, how about you stop? Anyway.
No.
Is that why when it gets better when I drink more beer and alcohol? Is that what you're telling me?
You have to drink something stronger than alcohol, than beer, I mean.
Yeah, I drink wine and shit.
Just Everclear is probably
whiskey.
The best.
Yeah.
Just gargle it and then swallow it, and then whatever happens.
Lexi put me on to not chugging, but like gargling that mouthwash shit. That shit was awesome.
Gotta get that Listerine. Have you guys ever had the uncut Listerine?
Yeah.
That shit's wild.
The brown Listerine.
The brown Listerine. Yeah, it's a pure uncut anti-gingivitis.
It's wild.
It is wild. I'm a cool mint kind of guy myself.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Offbeat. Mm-hmm. You should also try gargling with hydrogen peroxide. Like switch that around a little bit. That'll help break up the bacteria, and it should help.
Or salt water. Honestly, there's no time where you shouldn't be gargling something new.
I have been gargling warm water and salt every single day, and I feel amazing.
Now, if we could, if we're on the topic of topics that we're not supposed to be on, anyway, to bring it back to Paperwork Pantheon just a little, I would like to review a tweet that Offbeat made earlier in the week, about a day ago.
Wait, after this, can we go to my headphone thing? Because I also want to talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. There are two tweets actually that I would like to bring to everyone's attention. One of them isn't that bad. I'm just confused by both of them. So Offbeat's done this rankings of characters thing, and one of them is Paperwork Pantheon Shit Stirrer Power Ranking. Number 1 Z's, number 2 Viari, number 3 Fader, number 4 Luck, number 5 every NPC the party asked me to make. Where is Godfried?
That's a great fucking question.
This is what I'm confused
Godfried. The thing about Godfried and A's is that they've never done anything wrong in their lives.
Okay,
they're just by the book.
Here's why Godfried isn't here. He literally did the opposite of being a shit stirrer by giving you guys a plan to economically destabilize the place that you were attacking in a way that minimized deaths and encouraged the country into economic stability in the future with an exit strategy.
You know what he also did? He chose to not be present for the information about Luck actually being Beatrice's daughter, so that he could make sure that he felt left out.
That was
so
Danny.
That he could, well, yes, but still.
Maybe there is
Godfrey
a bit of...
doesn't start shit. He
Brooke, notice how you're on that list
Danny
twice.
starts shit. Danny's the shit stirrer. The problem is that the players aren't on the list.
Yeah.
Every NPC the party asked me to make.
Oh.
I would like to mention that a few weeks ago, Brooke just asked me, I want a scamp. I want a little scamp. Because for some reason she looked at Z's, the character whom she hated the most, and went, I want one of that.
Not you reading my scamp.
No, hold on, I want to be very clear. I wanted a scrappy little scamp so I could have him as a warlock. So that I don't want Z's 2.0. I want scrappy little streeter.
Scrappy little scamp. I'm feeling like, I don't know, I feel like my scamp is being you're gonna flood the market on scamps.
That's valid, but the other one that I remember
Scamp deserves to be attacked.
We can't sustain this level of rascalhood.
Z's is great. Brooke, as a person, love Z's. However, he was mean to Viari, and Viari is not down with that. Viari has standards and expects better for themselves. The other list that I might draw everyone's attention to that I'm just confused about because it's wrong, and you know that it's wrong. You know how the thing that bothers our friend group more than anything is inaccurate insults.
Yes.
Like, it's fine to insult us. Just don't be inaccurate. It's annoying.
How is that the one thing we all have in common? God damn.
Yeah.
Dancing little shit.
So here's the thing is Offbeat did this tweet where they were like, the power rankings of the like NPCs, and they've gone Alistair, Z's, Luck, Eleanor, Gary. I'm so confused because for one thing, I know for a fact that Alistair, Luck, and Beatrice are all on the same level at number 1 because they're effectively the power level of like head of the pantheons that they're in, except for Luck, who doesn't have her original power pantheon because it was supposed to be neutrality. And then I don't know why, like Z's, I guess, can make sense as number 2. That's fair enough, but I feel like bloodshed and stuff would probably also make sense in that. I don't know, like I haven't seen all of the stat sheets. Gary should not be on this list. Alex should. What is happening here? This is just wrong. Sorry, thank you, Amelia, if you could.
Hi, yeah, I'd like to just reiterate what I commented on Twitter, which is that everyone who's not on that list should try being more fun and more sexy. Thoughts?
Agreed. Do I know the actual reason why I ranked it the way I did?
Yeah.
No.
The personal power I feel when I play these characters fucking with the party. And I was also a part of me that knew that if I did this, you would be mad. And that satisfaction that I am currently feeling has warranted every choice.
One thing about me is that if you put bait in front of me, I will bite every time.
Every single time.
Every time without fail. And if I don't do it in the moment, if I have the self-control to not go at it in the moment, I will plan something for later to just bring it back. I'll circle back.
Yeah, I think Brooke has actually confirmed a case of reincarnation. I think Brooke was a king crab that was harvested in a crab trap in a previous life. For how easily you take fucking bait.
Jesus.
It's my default personality setting. But Amelia, you had something about headphones that you wanted to discuss.
Oh yeah, before we got into the game. So I was saying this before game, and then we decided to get live, which is understandable.
Do it live.
Do it. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it tonight.
One thing I've noticed in the headphone market is that it's really easy to find headphones that come with cat ears or cat ear attachments to headphones, but there aren't many things that aren't cat ears that you can get on headphones. Also, most of the tiaras that go on headphones look ugly, and I don't like them. So now I need to find something because I like Offbeat having little cat ears, but I don't myself want cat ears.
I want horns. Can we get headphones with horns?
Oh yeah, there are definitely headphones with horns.
Mm.
What do you want? Like, do you want like curly ones? Want like pointy ones?
Like the big, like ram horn ones? Those exist?
I feel like you could make them.
They make like
There's
tiny
gotta
little
be an
ones.
Etsy. There's gotta be.
Yeah,
an Etsy.
I'm looking at Etsy right now. They make like little tiny ones. They're cute little guys. Oh, antlers. That's gonna be inconvenient. Okay.
Oh, that will be desperately inconvenient.
So we're all working on our own headphone.
Yes.
See, there's a halo.
Okay,
I think I need a halo that glows.
I'll get on that.
In order to get like the optional glows. Just.
Were you doing a tiara and a halo?
I don't know yet, but maybe.
I think you could do both. I support it. I just clarify.
Mm-hmm.
Headphones with
we
big, funny
playing
eye
D&D?
I thought this is D&D if you really think about it. Here, I'll roll a D20.
Here, we'll bring it back to D&D. I want beholder headphone attachments.
Oh wait,
where
shit!
It's just all of the different eye stalks.
Cute.
Right?
I'm down with this.
Lexi is
Yeah.
sending me her 3D printer for me and my brother to 3D print shit because my brother's big coding big brain and knows how to 3D print shit. So if you guys, if we can just make that shit actually in a
Please.
a bit.
Do you know who else
Oh,
does
you're
the
right.
It's well
design, like
ventilated.
custom design and 3D printing?
Who?
Adam.
Adam?
That's true.
Yeah, right?
Adam
Adam does the
big into
custom
3D
design and
printing.
stuff too for cosplay.
Shout out Mr. Adup. Go follow.
Mhm.
He's a
Go
good
follow
friend.
Mr. Adam.
Go follow Mr. Adam. He does nerd content.
I feel like I
There's
could
a lot
do
of
it.
stuff on Marvel Cinematic Universe and the comics and stuff. He's big into that.
Yes.
Have I ever 3D printed anything in my life? I kind of, but not technically. Could I do it? Absolutely.
I believe in your ability to
I
just
believe
fucking
in
wing something and have it work out.
Yeah.
That's fair.
God. We should probably play this game, right?
We probably
Yeah.
should. We gotta get some music. Get some music.
All right.
Let's go.
How we feeling about some cat trumpet? Ayo!
Cat
Everyone
trumpet.
loves
Ayo.
cat trumpet. Wait, where's cat trumpet?
Everybody loves.
Ooh.
cat
Offbeat.
trumpet.
Also, do you intend to have both videos of yourself live on the stream, or was there supposed to be a placeholder for Danny?
It was, but like I straight up I'm too lazy.
Okay, just checking.
At this point, I was like, it's charming.
It's the Truman Show now.
Hi, I am
So
DannyPhantom.exe. That's me. I'm gonna open my mouth super wide.
Classic Danny.
Classic
Oh, I can't
Danny.
open my mouth 'cause I got the-
So to explain why there's two offbeats though, because I feel like this is
Hmm.
bothering me that no one explained why.
They know.
Danny's dead.
No. Well, it's a placeholder, so you don't have to move all of us around.
Oh yeah.
Unless one of
He's-
us does this. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was like, if you derailed us starting the fucking campaign. We're playing fucking Megalovania.
Yeah!
Yes!
I love how I get to just do this. Anyway, this music is way too intense for what just happened and what we're about to do. Last time on Paperwork Pantheon. Hi, I'm Offbeat Outlaw. I'm the Dungeon Master. I use he, they pronouns. I'm non-binary and that shit. But the party did something really cool. They killed a god. Not really, though. They captured them. This was the god of conflict, and they were doing some bad stuff. They were doing some silly stuff. Some goofy stuff. They were committing godly crimes. The crime of impersonating a war god, as well as causing global conflict. They made the trees and the land fight. You can't do that. They're supposed to be besties. Anyway, the party captured them, and now they're in jail. They're in God jail. What happens in God jail? We don't know, because I was gonna let Danny describe what happens in God jail, and he's not here.
And
We'll
so
do
it
that
remains
next
a
time.
mystery.
In the trial episode. I hate that when Offbeat says you'll play Megalovania as a joke, it's not a joke. Thank you,
Hey?
Val.
You hate good music? You hate certified bops?
You hate bangers. But yes, the party comes back, and as soon as they arrive back from this planet that was at war, Alistair looks at all of them, all of the party. I need more music, fitting music.
Are we
I'm
gonna
move my-
introduce ourselves?
Yeah, as after the.
Okay.
You guys arrive back at the Pantheon. Alistair looking to all of you. Please, party, introduce yourselves once again. Yourself and your characters, classes, all the good stuff. You know the drill. Amelia.
Hey, I'm Amelia Som. You can find me most places at Amelia Som or by going to links.ameliasom.com. Most pronouns are fine for me. Most pronouns are fine for A's, which is the character that I play, who right now is a level 14 blade singing wizard, the artificer with a little guy, and a level 3 rune knight fighter. And I have I have one more level in all of those things than I said. I know how to do math, and I've set up my new character sheet that I've been meaning to do for a month. Worry not.
Brooke.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn Tuesday, and you can find me mostly on TikTok and Instagram. Everywhere I am Brooklyn Tuesday. And I am playing Viari, the god of kicking Fader's ass, and for bad decisions. And I want to switch character sheets again. Can I switch character sheets again? Because we're just doing like a random whatever.
Yeah, but you know what happens
We're in the
when you do.
Pantheon.
Fine, do it.
Transformation.
Stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna play my 17 levels Genie Warlock, 3 levels Echo Knight Fighter sheet. I think probably yes.
Pat.
Hi everybody, I'm Patrick Keefe. I am known as That Gray Gentleman everywhere on the internet. Gray spelled Grey. I am playing Federacht Locke. Feda, god of last chances, and getting his ass kicked by Viari, apparently. My pronouns are he, they, so are Feda's. I am also non-binary and shit. Feda is currently 6 levels College of Lore Bard, 3 levels of Echo Knight Fighter, 7 levels of Oath of the Ancients Paladin, and 4 levels of Hexblade Warlock, and all made of giant mistakes.
I also forgot my pronouns are she, they because I forgot that I have pronouns.
I forgot I'm the god of time.
Dude,
So.
you know what? That's a whole vibe in of itself. I forgot.
Yeah, what if we just like dismantle gender entirely and just, you know what?
Gender
you
is
know,
a construct, and I will pilot it like a mech.
You know what always
Gender is
makes
a
me.
construct, and I have a steel defender.
SA pronouns are silly. Get rid of them entirely. Let's completely. Today I am
have
a
one?
base. You want a pronoun?
I want all of them.
What if no one had any?
My pronouns are
Well,
light.
if you're getting
Because
rid of the
Amelia
pronouns, that
stole
seems
them.
kind of wasteful, so I figured I'd just take them.
Oh, you get them and then can you just keep them safe?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Can I borrow some sometimes?
Maybe, probably. If you ask nicely.
Amelia,
Please.
can I have more access to the pronouns than these two because they got the note about the fact that we were dressing up today and then neither of them followed it?
So true.
Okay, first of all, we did not get that note.
Check your Snapchat more then.
Check your goddamn Snapchat.
What are we
Messages.
dressing up as? Our Halloween costumes?
Yes! I'm Captain Ahab! And I find that damn
Fine.
I don't have all of
Entertain
my
the
stuff
chat.
in storage.
Entertain the
Oh,
chat.
no.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
No, because then I'm gonna be the only
Hello,
one who's
chat.
like that.
I'm supposed
And
to
I can't
entertain
fix this
you.
because all my stuff is in storage.
Let's talk
Oh,
about
sorry.
carcinization. This is what the people who like Dungeons and Dragons like to hear. They like little animals that are crabs and animals that look like crabs that aren't crabs. Earlier this
Yes.
stream, Offbeat mentioned the Alaskan king crab when making a joke about Brooke. And a fun fact, an Alaskan king crab is not biologically a crab. There are 2 different genuses, I believe, or maybe families, that have crab-like creatures. One is called Brachyura, and the other is called... fuck. Hold on.
I desperately hope that we are currently going down the route of everything become crab. Is that what we're...
Crab.
Everything becomes crab!
family.
It is the ideal life form.
I don't have access to any costumes, but I do have my makeup.
Fake crab. Hold on. Fake crab.
Draw a fun thing on your face.
Order.
You should do it. You should draw like a Feywild thing on your
I
face.
had a
Oh,
known
damn
I
it.
could've
I
just
forgot
done
what the other one is called. One is called
Skeleton.
Backyura, and the other one I always want to say is Anamora. That's it. I always want to say it's Angostura, but that's the brand of bitters that you use.
Anamora is my
Yeah.
favorite young adult children's book series.
Amazing.
It's about
Anyways,
genocide
the
in war.
Anamora separately evolutionarily evolved from Brachyura, and the interesting thing is that all over the ocean, in at least 5 different instances, animals have evolved to create crab-like appendages, despite sharing a common ancestor with a crab that diverged and then reformed into crab. And this process is called carcinization. It was first coined in the early 20th century, which is why people use that to talk about how everything is turned into crabs.
You know what this means?
What does this mean?
I'm pretty sure. Oh God, Offbeat needs to be here for this. I'm pretty sure this means Jordan Peterson was right, and we're like lobsters.
What did Jordan Peterson say about lobsters?
I don't know. He has a bunch of social theory. The thing is, Offbeat knows more about this than I do, and this is a thing that I have been educated on via Offbeat. So I'm bringing this up as apparently it's validated, because apparently, I don't know, Jordan Peterson thinks that people are like lobsters in their social structures and they have to do lobster things.
A fun fact about lobsters is that they can just live kind of forever. Usually, I mean, they have predators, but they don't really die of old age. What happens is they just keep getting larger and larger. And because of the square cube law, are we all familiar with the square cube law? But if we're not, I can just come back to it before Offbeat comes because we still have time. Their exoskeleton, they can no longer support the weight of their exoskeleton, and it just sort of crushes them to death.
Yes.
So for those who want to know, Offbeat's back. Okay, well.
Oh my God.
The square cube law is a fascinating relationship between geometry and biology, but I guess we'll have to save that for another time.
So in the time that you were gone, we proved that Jordan Peterson was actually correct about people being like lobsters.
The quote in question is,
if a dominant lobster is badly defeated, its brain drastically dissolves. Then it grows a new subordinate's brain, one more appropriate to its new lowly position. Its original brain just isn't sophisticated to manage the transformation from king to bottom dog without virtually complete dissolution and regrowth. Anyone who has experienced a painful transformation after a serious defeat in romance or career may feel some sense of kinship with this once successful crustacean.
That's not how people work, actually, Jordan.
No,
Peterson
it's not
was wrong.
at all.
I think what Jordan Peterson is actually trying to tell us is that after he was fired from the University of Toronto, his brain dissolved.
I believe that.
And he is just deeply trying. Help! That's him. That's him screaming for help and assistance. Help! Help! It's happening.
I don't know if that's the voice though.
Help! Help me!
Help.
My brain is dissolving, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
I can't do a Kermit voice. The best I can do is Stitch.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Do this day the funniest.
That is the funniest quote. That is the funniest quote. Anyone who takes Jordan Peterson seriously, stop. What do you?
Please stop.
I went
Find
to
better
his
people.
university. I sat
Jordan
in one of his
Peterson
lectures.
University.
I didn't.
Wait, you didn't tell me you sat in one of his lectures?
I did. I took a psych course at St. George for like a semester. For like a day.
Offbeat Outlaw. Why? Why do you keep these things from me? This is the most entertaining fact about you that I have ever heard.
What do you mean? It was a
That is
boring-
not the most entertaining fact.
No,
you've
you
ever
know
heard
what?
on Offbeat. Absolutely not.
I have so many entertaining
You know what? As
facts
soon as
about my
I said
existence.
it, I had like a bunch of like
he
just
went to
my
Jordan
brain.
Peterson University and went to a lecture
Oh,
that
yeah.
he was talking
It's
at.
called the
Which
University.
I knew.
It's the University of
that.
Toronto, not Jordan Peterson University.
Well, they changed it after they fired him, surely. Also, I regaled the chat with a bunch of crab fun facts while you were gone.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
excellent.
That's how we got on the topic of lobsters. Next time
Good luck.
we can talk
to
about
whoever.
typography, or I had a lot of knowledge in the old noggin.
Renaissance,
Good.
regular Renaissance man, Amelia saw.
So so true. In fact, let's talk about the
Brennan-
Italian Renaissance.
Brennan Lee Mulligan's got bird facts. Amelia's got crab facts.
It's because one time I got an idea for a TikTok and then I spent 4 hours in the middle of the night researching crabs so I could make a joke about carcinization.
That's impeccable. Also, as our DM, I'm a little concerned that you dressed as Saitama.
I don't know what that is.
Wait,
That's
this could
One
censor
Punch
my
Man.
Oh.
Yeah, please, for the love of God, wear a dance belt,
dick.
man.
I'm going to, but this does censor
Okay.
my dick.
Okay, you're sitting now,
It
so.
hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, that I didn't even look at the second camera.
I just noticed it.
I was so confused.
I was so confused as well. I was like, it's not super visible, but
Side talk.
So D&D.
So D&D.
Dungeons and Dicks.
That's what you're here for.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Honestly,
probably
I
a very
don't think.
different
I
kind
think
of
that's
show.
another thing, Amelia. I think that's not.
That's
actually...
available on
yeah,
OnlyFans.
this is another platform.
Anyway, we're gonna be playing Dungeon Dice Monsters.
So, you were all introduced. Alistair goes, this is, looks at all of you, looks at the now captured god of conflict in a cage in Godfried's realm. Godfried is busy handling all the paperwork required for capturing a god. It's a hefty stack. Adamus looks disappointed that he has also been handed a stack. Well, good work.
Has Adamus also been handed Godfrey's stack?
Godfried seems to be handing off the papers to Adamus as we speak.
Godfried's not the god of what is it, judgment? Godfried is the god of delineation. Designating things to his underlings.
Well, good work, everybody. I would say I'm impressed, but at this point, this is par for the course for you all, isn't it? Good work. We would have the trial today, but there is a bit of an issue in terms of actually handling this fact. You see, it's actually a federal holiday today, so we're not allowed to do any trials. Please enjoy your day off.
Federal?
Yes. In this case, I am the federal. That is, it made the holiday.
Alright, that's fair.
What holiday is it?
Well, you'll be happy to hear that it is in fact my birthday.
You don't
Fuck!
have a birthday.
Happy
I've
birthday.
given
You are infinite.
I've given myself a birthday, and it is today.
But you didn't tell me?
I change it every year.
Alistair! Now I have to find a present.
Viari, come here, please. He said,
Alistair, remember what we talked about?
Viari, I needed a break. The only way I'm allowed a break is if I give myself a birthday. Just run with this, please.
I know, but I've got to go find a present now. That's what you do on birthdays.
That's not what.
Shut up!
Please, please.
No, I'm in charge of this one. You don't get to tell me otherwise.
Okay.
No, just
Okay, just run with this, though, please. Please. Thank you. Thank you.
yes.
Anyway, it is my birthday, and I'm not allowed to run any trials on my birthday. Luck also said that breaks are good for my health. I will be going to Tahiti. Feel free to do with your holiday whatever you would like.
It's lovely this time of year.
Tahiti?
Mm-hmm.
It's always lovely in Tahiti. And with that, Alistair dons some sunglasses, snaps his fingers, ends up in Bermuda shorts and a Hawaiian shirt. He looks like a very pale dad.
Can I make a request?
Yes.
He also have one very noticeable strip of sunscreen on his nose.
You know what? Yes. I didn't mention it, but now that you said it, it is there.
Yeah.
And so Alistair makes his way to Tahiti. You have a day off. You can do with it whatever you wish. What would you all like to do?
Viari, you want to find a birthday present?
We can go find a birthday present.
What
You
kind
guys
of...
want to come?
I mean, we got a day off.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to do.
I was just gonna get some paperwork done. No, I could do that a little later.
I was just going to see what laws of time I could fuck with, but that literally can always wait.
All right. Let's we should head down to the material plane, right? Like we should find a
Yeah, what does Alistair like?
Well, he likes stationery, and he likes contracts, like really well-written contracts. If we go try to steal like a really fancy, well-written contract, he might appreciate that.
Like a declaration of perhaps independence from an overpowering state.
Yeah, and then I'll just forge a copy that they can keep. Because it'd be
We're gonna
kind of
steal
annoying.
Declaration of Independence.
Is this suggesting that the Declaration of Independence was well written? I just want to make sure.
I haven't read the damn thing.
You know, Brooke does get a pass.
Brooke does.
They're
get a
Australian. They don't know.
That's
They've
very
just
fair.
seen a wonderful film.
I haven't even seen the film.
Can we do that instead of the stream?
Can we just group watch and live react to the
No,
National Treasure movie?
No, I would get demonetized.
No, they don't.
No, we wouldn't
see it.
show
They
them.
just-
We would be
just-
like, hey,
like, put
this
it on
is where we
Cena.
are.
They all
We're
log on.
watching it.
Oh.
You guys
What?
watch along with us.
I reckon
We
we go
will
back
one
to one
day.
of those. No, you know what? We have hosted so many revolutions. What if we just like went back to one of the old cities, like check in, maybe find, you know how they like used to have really weird laws or whatever that were like in fashion when they
still
were like
do.
dictatorships and stuff. What if they've still got documents on that?
What if we found the most ridiculous laws possible and then gave it to Alistair? And then it'd be like a project that he could do and like rewrite them to make them better. Still ridiculous, but like better written.
I have
Right.
an idea, but it's going to make you a little upset. So there are a few times when I might know some places that have weird laws that might have been specifically instated.
That's so interesting, A's.
I think
How did these weird laws come about?
there might have been places where we had worked and someone had sort of come back in behind us after we left to mess it up before we went. You know, sometimes we'd go to places and we would like set up the government and then 50 years or so later it would collapse again.
Yes.
Yeah, some of those places have some pretty weird laws on record.
I'm going to kill him one day. You know that, right?
I mean, everyone says that, so you've got a lot of people to kill in between here and there.
Yeah, but I mean it.
The Zed that was given to you, A's, pops on your shoulder and goes, "Yeah, they did too."
The fuck is that?
Oh, this is a little present from Z's.
Hey.
Of course it is.
Is that like a chibi Z's?
Yeah. It's just here now.
Don't worry, Alistair said I was cool.
Yeah, mostly I've just kind of left him at time because it didn't seem like good to just take him out. But if we're not really doing anything today, are you frozen?
No.
Fiore?
Wait, am I?
No,
No.
this is
No.
A's asking you as Fiore.
You just hear a loud crack as Feta has squeezed his spear so tightly that it has started to split down the center and then it just reforms.
Little Zed actually hops off your shoulder and like flies with tiny little fairy wings over to cast mending on the spear for you, and he gives it a little kiss.
Oh, come on, that's adorable.
And then he flutters back to A's.
Remember your breathing exercises, Phaeton.
I think I'd rather be temp banned. All right. Where are we going, A's? Name a city.
Fix another one of the messes.
Brooke, can you give me a name of a city? I can't think. And you're so good at world building on the spot.
Far out. That's why I asked you.
You just
Astrodon.
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 We can go to Astrodon.
Okay.
They have some very fascinating whaling laws, despite being entirely landlocked.
I like it. I'm a fan.
Yeah, that's true in Ohio.
Can
Fucking Ohio.
Oh, we're a hot mess.
Fucking
Can I
Ohio.
describe
But we're
the
hot.
city?
Yes, when you guys get there. I'm just gonna lay out a few things when you guys get there. Just I've agreed to let Brooke entirely handle the more or less world building of the city. I just need to give some constraints for how the city works.
Yes. But like on the fly. None of this is planned.
None of this is planned because I had a plan, but then Danny had a last minute thing, so we had to make up with a new plan.
Yeah, but-
Holiday.
Believe it or not, this whole episode hasn't been planned so far.
Yes,
No, but on the fly world building, I can do and I will do. This
the
is my
whole
time.
thing of get
For $1, name a city.
No, names are the one thing where I fall apart. I'm like, Elantris? Nope, that's just a Brandon Sanderson book. That's basically how this works.
Amazing.
Hogwarts. No.
Pig thoughts.
Tatooine. Wait, shit.
So,
Tallahassee.
Give me my parameters. Let's
Ohio.
go. Let's...
You guys make your way to the mortal plane. You guys just, but wait, before we do that, Brooke, you wanted to change your aspect, right?
Magical girl. Magical girl. Magical girl.
Alistair quickly comes out of Tahiti. Quickly writes a contract. All right. Viari. You point your pen to the air and draw a grand circle around you, and slowly you are dissolved into this ring of ink. The ink dissolves and shapes into different letters of the divine contract until they shape a very proud V. The V shapes into legs, into arms, into a body, and then there is you. There is many of you, for you are lies, and lies are plenty. You stand proud. You grab your pen, twirl it around your fingers, sheath it in your side holster, and you are transformed. This is necessary. Also, thank you, Red Bull, for the $20.
Always. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's always necessary.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That's
All right.
beautiful.
So now
Appreciate
you
it.
guys go back to... You guys go to this new place.
You
And-
forgot the name.
No,
So did I.
I'm currently deciding whether I should get water because my throat is sore.
Go get
Oh,
water.
that's-
I've decided
The answer is yes.
Go get water
Are you
and I'll
gonna give
explain
me
the spirit
parameters, or do I just get to build?
This stream
So-
is... No, I can't talk. I'm getting water. Fuck.
I'm just gonna
So
I'm
let's
just gonna
pick up
start
where we left.
building.
Oh, right now? Or when he gets
He's
back?
gone. He can't stop me.
I was gonna explain
Yeah,
the
do
spirit
it.
Q block because I didn't really get in depth, but you can do your world building.
Do the world
No,
building.
No.
No,
We'll
it's
explain
like
the
the world
He's
theory.
gonna come back and he's gonna.
Well, now I
oh,
can't explain.
okay.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. And then a dragon swooped in and killed everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
End of campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Rocks Falls.
All right.
everybody
What are my
dies.
parameters?
All right. Let me drink some fucking water.
Is that a Brita filter or
Oh my
zero
god,
water
hurry
filter?
up! I
What
want
brand
to
is
make a
that?
city.
I'm a zero water kind of guy.
I remember that the first name of the city was Astra.
It was Astrodon.
Astradan.
That was a name you
ASTR.
came up with. So Astradan.
It was.
Lieutenant Dan.
So
All right.
this city is, for one thing, it's not thriving, but it's not struggling. It is pretty run-of-the-mill, pretty average, especially considering the fact that it is on the border of two very specific places: Hell and the Feywild. These places are both very close. They're kind of linked, whether physically or metaphysically. I'm going to allow for you to say. It is currently run by a monarchy. So it is a monarchy. There's royalty. However, the royalty is currently in a bit of turmoil. They're in a bit of succession crisis. This current leader is not the one that you guys put in place. It's a different one. And I'm going to allow you to figure out what exactly that sort of shit is.
Okay.
And it has to have whaling laws, despite being landlocked.
Okay. All right. So, let's go. I think that the people of this city have started forming contracts with demons in order to fend off a threat from the Feywild.
Could we change that to devils?
Yes, we can change that to devils. So they are the upper like classes or whatever are making pacts with devils in order to kit out their personal militaries and fend off threats from the Feywild. And I'm thinking like landscape wise, we've got like a deep chasm that has opened up in the city, and there's like these bone lattices that crawl up out of it that is just sort of like now connecting the city to Hell or the Hells in order to like represent this treaty and this pact. And now devils sort of like and demons and stuff sort of wander pretty freely around the city, but there's like peace and it's neutral. Like this is not a bad kind of deal between them. My old tutor Orcus has had some say in the structure of all of this as well, I think.
Wait, is that like Orcus with like a capital ominous O, or just also named Orcus?
No,
No,
capital
the
ominous O taught me
Okay.
maths.
Oh, sure.
As a kid.
Yep, that's the thing.
Yeah. Obviously. He wasn't as good at quadratic equations. I had to go to like Tiamat for that, but that's fine. So I'm thinking there is this enormous
That's
cabin.
Embarrassing. Sorry, it's just I like quadratic and formulas are so easy. You just plug it in.
So anyway, I'm thinking that this world is a place where once technology was high, like we had things like helicopters and stuff, but we have since like regressed. We're like a few thousand years past that. Like that fell, and so now the city is built on the remains of like that, but it's sort of like regressed and back in magical society kind of situation. And these monsters that keep coming out of the Feywild are searching for old pieces of equipment, like old like gear or whatever, and maybe it's a little bit more magitech, and they are bringing it back to life, and they are gathering it up and creating like machinery and stuff to attack the city and like form their own sort of power structures in the Feywild. But they also, I think, have like veils that they tear up between worlds, so like that they will capture people and bring them in, and it's like kind of a people hunting exercise. We don't know why they want people just yet. The city has not figured that out, but they're kidnapping people, bringing them into the Feywild for something, and they're also capturing old tech. I think in terms of the city itself, it is largely bordered by deep forest, and the city has sort of like bleeds into that forest and is built up into it in places. So the outer edges are built up into the trees, especially to create sort of like a border in order to fend off the outside. And there's like a lot of nets that are hung up around that border that they sort of like pump magic into to create different effects and like fend off the Feywild from the city. But that's only to defend the city. That's not to actually solve the problem. So they have to send teams out to like deal with the actual Fey. Feel free, you two, to jump in at any time and add stuff as well.
I'm honestly just sitting back and listening in awe, and also looking up something to send to Offbeat with a please may I have.
I'm
thinking
thinking
about
that
the quadratic formula.
at the center of the city, there is like an enormous floating terra formation, and underneath it curves curves up into what is effectively like an upside down lake, like a giant lake, and there are a couple of streams that like pour down into the hells. And part of the deal that was made was that they would give the hells water because the hells were like struggling for that in this spot, and so this is a central and important part of whatever pact was made with the devils, and that sort of thing. There is an entire mail system that is just based on imps, and sprites, and that sort of thing. And there are like a couple of notable, like crooked old fae that are currently living in the city that have been granted an exception.
Diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, diplomatic immunity from what is happening in the Feywild. One of them runs an eclectic and entirely like private magic store, but I reckon we had some dealings with them way back when, and they are also a collector of like very interesting information and like items. So for example, it could be things like old books and documents and spells and stuff like that, but they tend to know what's happening in the city. They have a street urchin spy network, I'm thinking, that sort of picks up on these information.
How many times are you going to put a street urchin spy network into something?
It's just so fun.
It just
There's
happens,
nothing
man.
wrong with this.
And when you have a lot of urchins,
You
there are
asked me
people
to
who are going
put
take
one
advantage of
into
that.
the next arc of this
No, I was
campaign.
gonna start one in the next arc. That's different.
Listen, you have a lot of
Very
street
different.
urchins. What do?
Very
They
different.
each find their own pet rat, and then they start a spy network.
These are,
I'm
by the way,
thinking-
they all have their own pet rat. Like the spy network.
That's
is-
basic mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just what happens when you have urchins, man. Don't get all uppity about it.
Or honestly, if you have a rat problem, it's an environmental equalizer, right? You have a lot of
Right.
rats, you will also create a lot of urchins, take care of the rats, you have a lot of street urchins, boom, rat population soars. It's just one of those symbiotic things.
They have actually found that it is more economical than introducing cats into a city to just have a bunch of street urchins adopt the rats.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
semi-domesticate them for sure.
Exactly.
If I could just quickly wrap up the world building.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
by
Yeah,
all
I was
means,
also
go on.
go ahead.
That like this giant floating terraformation with the underside lake or whatever that's dripping into the house also has like this magic netting that sort of spreads out from different directions, and they grow a lot of their farming from it, and use it to like there's like these dripping down like tendrils or whatever that they grow farming from, and so people have to use this like network of baskets on like lines to go out and like pluck different fruits or whatever, and some sections are kept super duper under wraps so because they produce magical stuff. And also, just quickly before I give it to you, Matt, just Pat, they got from up above the city, they've got some sort of additional netting that's all like magified, that like helps keep them obscured from above so that the Fae can never fly overhead and find them from up above.
Brooke will be
Patrick.
like, here's a magical city. Things are upside down and there's nets.
I was going to suggest, yeah. I was going to suggest that because the hanging vines where they like harvest the fruit and everything, because that's right over the Hellmouth, that some of that energy was going to feed back up and either create beneficial magical fruit or very cursed magical fruit.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you have pact, if you're part of the city,
can
it
eat it.
is like beneficial to you. You can eat
Yes.
it, but outsiders
But if you
need to
don't-
be cautious.
Mm-hmm.
And they use this fruit to weaponize against the Fae.
Yes. Love that.
Okay.
I took
Brooke, for
notes.
doing
If you
my-
want the notes.
I didn't.
Could you send me
I didn't
those
take
notes,
notes.
Pat?
I just heard
Yes.
all
I
of the
just
words
started
and
talking.
retained nothing. It
I
sounded
just
fun,
started
though.
talking and adding details. I will probably add more as we go.
That's good. I was worried that we wouldn't have enough.
So you guys
So
arrive at the city.
Yeah.
Most importantly, you guys arrive in a specific teleportation circle, which you guys have set up and are very familiar with. The teleportation circle inside this old phase shop. You can call him Old Candy Cane. He walks with a candy cane. That's why he's called that. Old Candy Cane has got a long cape. The cape is curly. His toes are curly because he's in curly boots. And he's got a curly beard. He's old and hunched. He's about 3 feet tall. But he's just like a little guy. But he's very powerful. Don't fuck with him. Old Candy Cane's magic shop. You guys come into the teleportation circle, and Old Candy Cane looks at you all. My, oh my. It's always a good day when you three stumble into my shop. How may I help you?
Candy cane. We're back.
I request that you make choices for Fada while I am writing out these notes, please and thank you. But I am listening.
Oh, I will also say we forgot to add the whaling laws. Yes, sorry, just quickly. The whaling laws came about because the sky whales, fly in from the Feywild sometimes. And that is why they needed to protect from the nets, because the Fey had started like taming them and riding them. And there was an initiative to capture some of them and retrain them for the city's purposes at one point, but it didn't go so well, and so now they have some interesting laws about what is allowed to be done with sky whales.
Because you can't domesticate a sky whale. You can only befriend it, like the girl in a horse movie with a wild stallion.
Yeah. And the Fae have cut off access to speak with animals to the people of this city, and therefore they are having a difficult time befriending the whales.
And also, there's a lot of movies that are being put out specifically about young women trying to befriend the whales, but you can't tame the wild stallions.
You can't.
There's also a mythical great white sky whale that's been hunted by a select group of adventurers.
You might even consider calling it Mobius stick. Yes.
Mobius phallus.
Can we call it Morbius phallus?
Yes.
I love that.
And every time this captain that is like trying to capture it gets close, they just go, "It's Morbin."
It's Morbin time.
And then they morb all over it.
Yeah.
Wait, ballad. Permission to put Ida Bernstead in this world, please. The only thing preventing this town from ruin is one man who goes out and fishes every day. Permission? Ballad, you know, oh God, give me a yes or no.
Yes.
Give me a yes or no. It's up to you. The choice is yours. You can do this the easy way or the hard way. Choice is yours. Permission granted. Okay, the person who's stopping the whale, they're a Ida Bernstead. They speak with a New Zealand accent, and they're goated. They're amazing. They have a wife. They every day they go out and they get fish, but most importantly, they fight off the giant whale. And this is their biggest goal: killing this whale.
Could it be a sky kraken that they're fighting off?
Sure.
They're goated. They're amazing. They have a wife.
They have a wife.
Also, all the fish are in the sky. I like to think that like all of this net that is protecting from the up above, the fish are in the sky. Like,
as you go higher, it's like going down in the ocean. and there's a sky kraken that I is actually fighting the sky kraken. He kind of just helps with Morbius Dick. There's another guy who's fighting Morbius Phallus, and he says it's Morbin time. Ida Bernstead, though, he was an ally and helped you guys out in the war. He's still alive. He's just kicking it. But he defends the sea. Unbeknownst to everybody below, he's the one who fights off the Kraken every day. The Kraken every day is just like too tired to come and destroy him. And every day he gets up and fights the Kraken. It's a noble pursuit. Ida's a damn good husband and an even better fisherman. You understand. You understand. So yes, you guys meet Mr. Candy Cane or whatever. What can I help you with today? It's been a while since you were here. It's been nearly, it's been 300 years.
Candy Cane.
Yes.
Did you ever meet my dad?
Your dad?
Okay, well, it's his birthday, and he really likes nifty old contracts and stuff like that. And we know that there were some, like, really wild ones from back, like, around when we were here last time. And we wanted to go see if we could steal some originals.
And what exactly do you need me for?
Well, you have, like, a network, and you always know where all the good magic items are and all the cool fancy documents. Where do we go?
Well, then you should also know I only do this stuff on a trade basis.
What do you need, bud?
Y'all are gods now, right?
How'd you find out?
Through the grapevine. When I hear that my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter, twice removed, once married in, A's is a god, of course I'm gonna hear about it.
There's a lot going on with that
I'm
family
sorry.
lineage, and I don't have the time to try and figure it out myself, so I'm just gonna take at your word.
It's a very complicated family tree, but the Fae is always complicated.
We are. What are you after?
Well, you see, I'm not a big fan of some of the devils in the city. Just a few.
Mm-hmm.
Notably the upstart Zariel. So
Sounds like a
pompous.
twat.
Is a twat. So pompous. Always wanting to talk about the rules and whatnot. Always like, oh, that's against the rules. It's against the rules. I am not allowed to do this. I'm not allowed to take people's names. Foolish.
Candy Cane,
Yes.
we're not about to allow you to start taking mortals' names. We put that rule in place.
Tell you what. Get rid of Zariel. I'll tell you the news, and you can put... And Alistair himself can put some sort of binding rule on me.
Are you offering a deal right now?
I might be. Would you accept it if it was?
I have to get my lawyer.
Making me do all the Ew, what's up?
Oh.
Sorry,
I'm
I
so
got a frog in my throat today. Hi.
I'm so sorry, I forgot about that.
Charlie comes with an interpreter. Charlie's a little sick today.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Charlie's
What if when-
interpreter.
What if when Charlie's sick, he just sounds normal?
Yeah. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Charlie. What's the problem?
Candy Cane wants to offer us a deal. There's no contract yet. Don't worry.
Okay, what's the deal?
But in exchange for us taking out Zariel, one of the devils in the city, Alistair gets to impose a rule that stops Candy Cane from taking mortals' names. And also, Candy Cane's going to give us the documents we want.
Candy Cane, as the official lawyer of Viari, I would like to instate some different set of circumstances. For one thing, instead of a rule, I want this to be a set of laws that Alistair gets to put instead. One rule is not enough. Zariel imposes a whole rule of law, you see. You can't just get rid of that and then all of a sudden you can run loose, right? So, Alistair gets to put a whole set of laws upon you, which will then be enforced via the power of the divine contract. No supervision required. In exchange, these 3 gods will remove Zariel from the city?
In one way or another, yeah.
Now, this is a bad deal for Candy Cane. So I'm gonna see if Candy Cane can spot that. He doesn't. Candy Cane looks pleased and extends his hand. You accept?
Yeah.
He shakes your
No
hand.
hidden caveat.
And so the deal has been brokered.
All right, where can we find Zariel?
Usually sitting on top of the upside down lake, watching like a hawk.
Is there a way to like reverse gravity for us that's not just the reverse gravity spell that's going to make it easier to like go talk?
Could just fly, can't you?
Well, I can, but fly has like limited amounts of time, and so you know. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Hey,
Actually, I don't say thanks.
do you happen to have any Magitech stuff?
Maybe. What's it to you?
It depends on what you have.
Like a mighty servant of Ryoko?
Yes. See Feta get very excited, more excited about something than you've seen him in a very long time. What,
Okay.
What's it worth to you?
300,000 gold. Or
Hmm.
a recension of Alistair's laws.
Feta turns to Viari with these big puppy dog eyes. Almost
What are you
cartoonish
even
in
asking
nature.
for?
A mech.
It's a giant robot.
It's an egg. It's a giant egg.
Yes, but it is also a giant robot.
It's an egg.
And that's
It's a
also
cool
a
egg.
no.
It's a fancy egg. Why does it
All right,
matter?
Feta-
Wait, can we
That's
like?
all right. No,
sidebar?
it's fine.
Why does it matter if Candy Cane is stealing names of mortals?
Last time, if he was able to do that, he was running
That's
the city.
not all he was doing. It's just one of his many practical jokes that he likes to play on people.
Mm.
Yes, and when you have someone's name, you can start fucking with shit with way
Yeah.
too much.
If it makes you uncomfortable, I will find my own way to get myself a giant robot. I'll start saving.
You've got to go your own way. But what about us?
No.
What
no,
about
not
everything
now.
we've been through?
No.
What about trust?
Ace,
You know, I never
Where?
wanted to hurt you.
if you keep quoting Fleetwood Mac at me,
Isn't that High School Musical?
It was High School Musical, my boy.
Oh.
It was also very much Miss Gabriella Montez
Oh.
in Troy Bolton.
What about trust?
Sorry, I'm old, all right?
Anyway, listen, Fader, I'm gonna grab you by the shoulders. I am rarely the one who is like making practical good decisions here, but dude, we're talking about the city potentially falling back into the hands of an archfey when they're at the war with Fae and they've like got contracts with a bunch of devils, and also we're talking about a situation where like we have already rescued this city like one time from a massive revolution. You remember the last time?
I do.
Right. This is in fact, we rescued it twice, I'm pretty sure, because the first time was from Candy Cane, and then the second time was from the other people.
Look how good friends we are now.
God, you sound like me. All right. Yeah, my own medicine hurts sometimes.
I don't like being the voice of reason.
I know you don't, and I'll
Ace, this
stop
is your
making you be
job.
the voice of
Yeah,
reason.
but in this case, I think it'd be funny to let Candy Cane go back to stealing people's names.
No, because if we do, then it's just gonna take over the city again. It's fine.
Right? That was. I mean, is it
Candy
really in
Cane?
great hands now?
Yeah.
I've had a very difficult time lately, Ace, and I am not dealing with any more shenanigans of my own creation or anyone else's, including Candy Canes.
Can Faye lie?
Yes.
No, that is almost exclusively what
And
they
most
Well,
impo-
no. Well,
most im-
in the lore of actual
Okay.
Fae in real life, they don't lie. They just talk around things.
So
Um,
maybe they
That's
won't necessarily directly lie, but like lies in my world are very foggy. Like if I can deceive you, I can obfuscate things, I can avoid telling you the truth, and and as a result, I can also it's very foggy. I will never tell you something as a Fae that is directly contrary to the truth.
They cannot lie, but they can deceive.
Yes. So that's tricky. Be careful.
All right.
You go
well,
messing around with this too much, and I'm gonna take away your ability to do that.
What?
To lie through
don't-
obfuscating the truth.
I don't lie.
To deceive.
You're a god of lies, not deception.
I could be the god of deception.
Could you? Do it then.
It's within my power.
Don't posture with power you don't have. It's pathetic. You know it.
All right. The point
Oh,
is.
all right. Candy Cane, calm the fuck down. You're a holiday dessert. And it's not even Christmas.
Yet.
But Christmas is coming, and just so you
Des-
know, I really like
And
the
also-
giant robots. And
I'm
it,
sure.
like,
The way he
completely
said
ignores
"yet" made it
Candy
seem
Cane.
like he was planning on killing Jesus himself, and then or making sure Jesus was born. I guess. For Christmas.
Candy cane goes off during Christmas, guys. You don't
Guys.
even know.
Oh, I've been to the Christmas party. I've been a few times, but I can only handle it once every few decades.
Before we leave, I'm gonna mentally ping him real quick and be like, did you ever find a gateway into the dreaming?
Dreaming doesn't exist, darling.
You keep saying that, but then where does everybody else get to go when they sleep? It
They
doesn't
don't
make
go
sense.
anywhere, VRE. I don't know how many times you are so. They don't go anywhere. It's just so. Here's how dreaming is, right?
Clearly they-
It is your.
I don't get go.
It's your brain doing things, okay? You have psychic powers that allow you to go into other people's dreams when you sleep. Well, not anyone's. You go into Alistair's, right? That's how that works.
He doesn't. Does he know that? That's not like wide public knowledge.
Candy Cane might. Candy Cane knows things.
Don't fucking doubt my guy Candy Cane.
How
My
did you know about
cousin's great granddad.
Oh, the Fae
Hey,
knows things. Most importantly, I'm just about to get a pretty penny for confirming a secret.
One sec. I'm just going to wish
Quick
cast
question,
modify
a lot of the
memory.
people- Ah!
No, no, yeah.
Do it, do it, do it.
First of all, though, counterspell.
Counterspell.
Mine's cast at 9th level.
I'm fucking
have-
rolling for this. Okay, that is. I rolled an 18, so I think I'm going to be fine here because that's going to be a +6, so 24.
Shit. What would you like to modify?
Wait,
I
there's the
would
wisdom
like
save?
Oh yeah, true,
to.
true, true.
I'm using. Then I'm going to lie about my modifier for the casting of this spell to.
Ooh,
up
you
it.
can't. That's only for wish. So because you're casting wish, that's the spell you're casting. It then replicates another spell. You can't use that ability unless you are directly casting the spell yourself. Sorry, home slice.
Oh wait, can I just modify? Sorry, can I modify memory with my limited wish instead of my big wish? I forgot that with this form has limited wish. I'm gonna do that
Mm-hmm.
so that I don't get rid of.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's gonna make a wisdom.
Because
save.
I would have I want a simulacrum.
This is true.
That is a 20.
That fails.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, my spell save DC, even without upping it, is 22.
I was gonna say if it didn't fail, I was gonna use cutting words and just be like, "You're not even a good dessert."
He did not just. Okay, so because I can rewrite a couple of things, because it's like a few minutes, I'm pretty sure. One, he did not just confirm that information. In fact, probably whatever just happened led him to believe that like that's probably not true. Two, he is a little concerned that Viari might be deception and take away be able to take away his ability to deceive.
And Fate
I modify
definitely gave him
memory.
reason to
He's whatever just happened made him a little like is enough to make is that right? Like
Okay.
is you control the reaction, but like it's enough to plant. I want it to be as convincing enough to plant doubt. Like Viari, I don't know, said something that made it seem pretty realistic.
He's gonna come out of the daze. How about we make another deal then? Considering you are so capable of growth, why not grant me the ability to lie above and beyond deceive? I didn't know you had that power, but now that I do, I'm not even. You put as many rules and laws on me as you like. Just let me have that.
I don't like what you would do with lies. Find a reason to convince me that you deserve it.
I'll give you the mighty servant of Liako.
Patrick, you're silent. I don't know if you.
That's for me, not Viari. That's convincing me, sure. Viari is objectively against that. Did a bad job.
I was gonna have one of these.
I'll get back to you about what I want in exchange.
And so you guys leave. And with that, we're gonna have our first break because my voice hurty. We're gonna be
Okay.
we're gonna be back in 15 minutes at 9:45. See y'all then, baby. Boop.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream.
So,
Hi.
Project Blink is something that Adobe is currently beta testing that I think they're going to release with Premiere. They also are currently partnering with Frame.io on different things. So basically, you upload a video to Project Blink, and if you've ever used Premiere, you know how they have the auto captioning feature, so it like transcribes the entire video. It also does a frame-by-frame visual analysis with Adobe Sensei, which is their like AI engine. So that way you could search, like, if I had a video and I have this tube of lipstick and it's here, I could just search the word lipstick and it will pull up any mention of the word lipstick, but also any times it visually sees lipstick on the screen, and it will pull those aside. And then you can also see the transcript, so you can copy text from the video transcript and paste it as a video clip. But
What?
This is one of the best fucking ad reels for Adobe I've ever seen.
it literally is. And the thing is, I have access to it, but like I'm not doing any of my own actual plays or anything, or Twitch streaming right now, so like I don't have any videos to clip. So I guess just like let me know if you want me to try. I haven't tried it out on anything because I was like, I don't want to like find old videos because then I don't know what to do with these clips. But like, yeah, so I don't know how well it works, but it exists
This
and
is
I can
wild.
use
This is incredible information. Now to offset this, Adobe once crashed on me for no reason and made me lose an hour of work because
it. She does that a lot.
yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
And this does happen frequently.
She also likes to eat a lot of RAM for no reason.
Yeah, why does she need 50% of my RAM?
Literally, why?
Why
What
does
are
she
you,
need that?
Google Chrome? Like, come on.
Come on, bestie. You don't run like Chrome. You
Yeah,
ain't Chrome.
is Adobe, and then also like and they're also pulling all that fuck shit with Pantone. So
What are they doing?
you know how like in Illustrator or like Photoshop you can have swatch libraries, and they have loaded a lot of older like Pantone swatch libraries, like coded, unquoted, and all that thing. You're familiar with like Pantone colors?
I'm not familiar with the term. No.
Okay, so Pantone is a company that makes color swatches.
Okay.
And not only do they make color swatches, but they're standardized. So CMYK, RGB, and like ink, like standardize these color swatches. And the idea would be that you can buy a Pantone book and have color swatches, and then make digitally design graphics and make them Pantone colors, so you know exactly how they look on different types of paper.
Ah.
So their company, if you ever hear like the color of the year stuff that happens every year, they do that. Which I'm now wondering, maybe that's an Amelia interest and not just a general public thing, but who knows?
I've never.
No,
heard of
I
would
think
like
it's
to know about the
interesting.
color
I
of the
studied
year
it.
now.
I've
Yeah.
never
No, I
heard
studied
of
it
this,
when I
but
was doing
I
publishing.
think I want to say it's like digital lavender. It's something weird this year. It's like lilac or lavender or something. Anywho,
gay.
they
Brooke, you can't just use gay that way on stream.
Wait, do
Sorry.
you not know that lavender is a gay
Sorry,
color?
I just got a bunch of flashbacks to a lot of discourse about the new Taylor Swift album, and we're moving. Anyway, so you had access to all these swatches, and they were loaded for free. You know, they came with Adobe products, but now Pantone is basically making their swatch feature subscription based. So if you had any documents in that use those swatches, it's just replaced with black until you go and pay Pantone for their subscription. Now, like, technically speaking, it's not that the actual color code is copyrighted. Like, I can make something that's like RGB, 255, 84, 76, right? But like the link to the Pantone thing is severed, and that's how they're handling the severing. So if you did not back up all of your Pantone swatches, or you go online and like manually update them, it's switching to subscription based in the next like couple months. So like, yeah, Adobe has cool things that they do. They're also an evil corporation that has a functional monopoly, and they just bought Figma, which I will pause because I was talking about this with Aaron. Every time I said Figma, he started giggling.
Ligma.
Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, okay, we don't need to keep talking about Adobe. It's fine. I have a lot of thoughts.
We had to offset the propaganda with reminding everybody that
It's
Adobe
also a mega corporation that can suck.
And
it.
the thing about Adobe is the things that Adobe is doing are not inherently revolutionary to the field. It's making these things available to consumers at this level that is notable. And also the integration with other Adobe products, but that's a whole nother conversation.
All this to say, on an anecdotal level, people have once described my relationship with Adobe Premiere as that of an abusive relationship.
That's how
So
everyone
we've
works with
proven
Premiere.
it, yeah.
Did you
Good-
know
good
all
to
of
know.
Deadpool was edited with Premiere? That's
How did-
absolutely fucking wild to me.
Did they run that on a fucking like mega cluster?
I have no idea. It was in the end credits. There was like the Adobe Premiere, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
How did they get Premiere to run for that long?
That's the true secret of Hollywood.
I put
dark
more
knowledge
than
of
like an
Hollywood
hour of
keeping.
footage into my computer with like a 3080 graphics card, like 32 gigs of RAM, 100 like a i9 core, and it starts chugging. How the fuck
Oh, you only
did
got
they do?
9 cores. It's
I
okay. I
know.
have like 7.
It's Next time I'm sick, Amelia, could we just do 3 hours of this? Because I'm wildly entertained. Personally.
I love sharing information. I know so many
Dude, I'm
things
down with it. I'm
about
so
so
down
many
with
things. I'm burdened with knowledge.
This is
it.
great. When is my tea getting here? Because I also ordered myself some tea. I ordered myself some
Did you
Tim
not just
Hortons
make
tea.
yourself some tea, you fucking bougie bitch?
I did, but guess what?
Okay.
I needed more.
Okay. Think ahead next time. You have to constantly adapt and overcome. You have to preemptively understand when your body is going to fall ill.
Exactly.
Anytime I feel like I'm about to become sick, I drink a gallon of water.
The thing is, I'm not even sick. I just have a
Amelia.
wound in my face.
Wounds are also a kind of sickness. They're a malady if I ever saw one.
Amelia once again proving that they are better than the rest of us.
What was that? Is that a line
Fuck,
from
that was
Shakespeare?
Shakespearean.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that what fucking Horatio said to fucking Hamlet after he got stabbed? He's like, "I a malady if I ever saw one." Like,
I am not smart enough for this conversation.
you just didn't read.
I don't think
Shakespeare.
any of
It's
us
okay.
are.
I just
think
didn't
Amelia's
like
the only one.
Shakespeare.
You can't read,
Oh.
Brooke.
Yeah, but Shakespeare's got a bunch of plays that you can go and watch.
They say words, and you're illiterate.
This is true.
Wounds are technically a
Okay.
disease by definition. Shut the fuck up. Bellboy, have you considered not being
He's
such...
a malady!
Shut the fuck up. If
Thy
it's,
presence is a malady in this
If-
here room.
if it's a disease, why aren't we searching for a cure for wounds, huh? Why is there no wound cure?
There's a spell for that.
Society is the malady, and thy presence here is merely but a symptom.
Brooke,
Anyway,
this is for you.
Thank you.
the joke
Appreciate
that Brooke
it.
can't read is not as funny, I will say, without their library behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
It
was
is a whole-ass
infinitely more
library.
entertaining when I was sitting in front of a wall of books, but
They're just pretty.
However,
How many?
the joke that Brooke has tiny hands is always funny. Pause
I
for
didn't realize
laugh.
that was a
What?
thing.
you know, this is
I
part
also
of
did not
like
realize.
this is Offbeat's thing is like trying to convince everyone that I have tiny hands. But this is one of those things where I'm like, it's just an inaccurate insult, and the annoying thing, the part that makes me angry is that it's inaccurate. We could just circle back on. I don't like how you use it.
Oh, I hate that.
I
Yep,
don't
nope,
like
that
how
is
you're
my
like,
new-
Brooke, you have tiny hands. Let me illustrate with these tiny hands, and then you touch your microphone like that.
That is
These
my
things
new-
together make me so uncomfortable.
That
You
is
gotta
my
not
new
do
least
that.
favorite
bud.
thing. I found my least
No.
favorite thing, and there it is.
Anyway.
Oh no!
We were heading.
Brooke built a whole ass city. Let's go do that.
Oh, are we still on that?
I have a heart out at some point.
I don't want to play anymore. I want to go home.
The tiny
My mom
hands.
said I had to come home now.
You are home. You're at. You're home
I have to
immediately
go.
right now.
When the streetlights turn out.
My mom said
Turn on.
that she could drop you off though, because yours picked me up.
Yeah, well, you don't have a car, so...
Rude. After all that I've been through.
After all we've been
All
through
that you've
together,
been through is
this is what you do
self-inflicted,
to
I
me.
will tell you.
I did not.
Tell
No.
me I'm wrong.
We're all in good company. We are all our own worst enemies.
Doesn't that
I
mean
just
that
have
we're
like
bad company?
really good lore drops at my disposal. So did you guys.
Bad company.
Anyway, you guys are supposedly playing D&D. That's what we're here to do.
Oh, so now
Theoretically.
you want to play. Now you want to get back into it.
I've had Check Sigula
We got an
stuck in
hour
my
left.
head all day.
What?
It's the Love Shack Toxic Dracula remix.
Give me a verse.
Huh.
Of Love Shack
I just had a
Toxic or
stroke.
Dracula?
I just had a
Yes.
stroke.
Drop some bars.
I will do no such
Oh,
thing on
if
this
only
stream.
it was from a video game, we could play it.
It's from a TikTok. It's a TikTok sound, so I don't know if you'd get taken down.
Could-
It's on YouTube,
It's worth
Oh,
but
I
it's not on
definitely would,
Spotify.
Are we playing Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
We're next to nothing because it's
Are
hot as
you-
an oven.
are you
the
out of
whole
it?
shack shimmy. Hey, the whole shack shimmy. The
What
whole
do you
shack
mean? I spent
shimmy.
so long making you a city. We're not.
We can use it for
Burn
next
through the
time.
ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Dracula. It's so goddamn catchy. And then you have the little violin riffs from Toxic in the background.
I can see how that all goes really well together.
I'll send you the link. It goes together so good.
That sounds like it goes hard.
It
Anyway,
goes
you
so
guys-
fucking
You
hard.
guys leave Mr. Candy Cane's place.
Offbeat, which one?
Ori.
Jester.
Ah,
Oh, I want to play this game next time.
it's a fun game.
That's yeah. Guessing which one it is.
So you guys leave Mr.
I'm pretty
Cane.
sure chat thinks I only have one cat. I'm pretty sure half my friends think I only have one cat. Have you ever seen them both at
We've
the same
seen
time?
them both on screen.
Have you?
Yeah, you've held them up for us.
They
one
look
in each
different.
hand.
They're
They
different
do
cats.
look different. Thank
Yeah.
you. Some people can't tell.
I'm not like other girls. I'm gender
Your
queer.
feet is other girls.
Offbeat is not a girls.
Shit, I am other girls. Fuck.
Whoa! Stop pitting two bad bitches against each other.
Yeah, Brooke, why do you have to put two femme presenting people against each other? How dare you?
Okay, now you're in inaccurate territory. Now you can
That's
stop.
fair. We're both. This is actually a men's shirt, so.
Have you seen the TikTok?
How do you dare
where
you
it's
put
only
two
bad-
bros against each
Two
other?
bro.
Two
Oh,
bros.
that's easy.
Have you seen the TikTok where it's
Broden deserves it.
every bad bitch I've ever seen drives a white car or a white truck, and it's the most redneck looking dude you'll see. He goes, "Wait a minute," and then just starts twerking in front of his car. He's actually very good at it.
Good for him.
All dudes. Here's some cursed knowledge.
All good guys want to be called pretty, because that's
no,
true.
That
Well,
is
that is
true. But guys, if they're doing missionary art twerking, thank you. Anyway.
We're not gonna get into this on stream.
Oh my God, there's opinions. Oh no.
We're not gonna get into this on stream.
So we leave Candy
Oh my
Cane.
God. He's dying.
Okay, there's so many things I could clip from this episode specifically.
Oh.
We've been trying trying to
don't
leave
make
Mr.
sense.
Candy.
Trying so hard to play D&D, but the ADHD is going so hard today. Holy
We
crap.
are all at the top of our game.
We've been trying to leave Mr. Candy Cane's place for 15 minutes.
We're still
No,
here.
I think we just grab this. I think we circle back on this next time. I think we're just hanging out at this point.
I
No,
agree.
no, we can't. Next time
Oh,
we're
I'm
doing
sorry.
trial.
Yeah, but
Okay,
we can
okay.
like work that in. We can have like a fun little.
We do trial, and then this is the side mission afterwards. We
We'll
cannot
cir-
waste this city.
Afterwards?
It's a good
We'll
city.
No, we're
circle back.
finishing this.
We'll circle
We'll
back.
do
Okay.
this, and
We'll
then
circle back to
do
the
this
trial.
Okay, we'll circle back to the trial, but we do this
We
next
can do no. We can play D&D. We can play D&D.
Dream.
an hour.
Okay, I am joking. I am jokingly exasperated. We can do this. We can do this next week if we don't get this done.
Oh, well,
I
won't
want to
be here
play in
next
this
week, but
city
you
so
can just
bad.
Switch me out for Danny.
Huh? Oh, next week.
I said
are
I
you
won't
not
be here. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Georgia.
Oh.
Oh, then yeah,
Where's
then we can
Georgia?
do this
Have I
next week.
Georgia.
Brooklyn, I love you.
Wait, what
so
did Brooke
much.
say? I didn't hear.
I said, "Who's Georgia? Have I met her?"
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would like to note that we still have a great amount of people in chat, more than we did before the break. Hi guys.
Content.
I think we should. I think a very important part of the bit is the intention to keep going. Though I think we have to keep wanting to circle back and then just derailing.
Oh, Grey Skeleton, if you get this far, I'm so sorry.
Why
You know what? I feel for the person
They
who does
love this. They're
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
love this
Earl Grey's
content. Why are
great.
you saying sorry?
I would
Earl
love
Grey,
it.
if you're seeing this,
Shout out to Earl Grey Skeleton, who is a member in Offbeat's Discord, who constantly, effectively live tweets their reaction
it is
whenever
so funny
they get
that we're
to the
all
episode.
like this and we're
I know.
entirely sober. Like this
It's
is
my
just
favorite.
us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And shout out to Earl Grey did this not only for the stream, but for my previous streams as well. Just goated behavior. Goated behavior.
I read
wow.
through every single one. I check the
Same.
Paperwork Pantheon chat in your Discord just for Earl Grey Skeletons.
Sometimes
like,
I go back
comment.
just to get notes for the next session. I will watch Earl Grey Skeleton's live tweets.
So funny.
They do
What a
a
goddamn
fucking
mood.
fantastic job.
They are my favorite. Also, I feel for whoever does the timestamps on this episode. There's usually at least one person who will like do
Oh,
some
the
timestamp.
the break ends here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they do like when break ends. They don't do when the fucking cold opens end. This is the content.
They do game starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do game starts.
Yeah, they do in the
I'd
game.
love to see what stats they would write down from this game.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
does the game start and when
This
does
has
it
been
end?
Offbeat nearly died laughing. He started coughing.
Hey, yo, my tea's here. This is
Oh
awesome.
my goodness. There we go.
Amazing. So we leave the shop. I'm DMing now. So we leave the shop.
Okay.
And I think we enter onto a street that's all like wide cobblestones and mismatched patchworks of colors, almost like it's been stitched together. Like this, I think Faye had some kind of influence in the building of this city, and there's something about it that they want.
There has to be a reason
back.
they're attacking the city,
Mm.
right? Like the
Mhm.
like I feel like maybe this was once a Fey city. It was abandoned because of the cataclysm. Mortals moved in and now they want it back.
Mm,
But now the
that's
mortals
good.
have like set up shop.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm liking this.
I'm adding it to the
And
notes.
so we step out onto this street, and there are just like these imps swooping past, almost like magpies, but like the Australian kind of magpies, the kind of
evil
magpies
ones?
that had a name and are like a different bird entirely. And the First Nations people of Australia like had names for, and then like white people got here and just went, actually, it looks a bit like a magpie. We're gonna call it a magpie, but it's not actually a magpie, and so now they're just called magpies. But
Can we do the
you know,
can we do the
that kind of
Stormlight
magpie?
Archive thing? Can all birds be magpies?
Can... all birds
I
are
got you.
magpies
I got
here?
you. Yep.
Thank you, Patrick. Instead of it is funnier if all birds are chickens, but I stand all birds are magpies. I love this. Why did you come back?
I'm glad you're
We
back,
were
Offbeat.
building. Okay, so we've just established that all
We
birds
can
are
build
magpies.
this city even
Yeah.
further. Let's go.
Okay, yes. Thank you, if you wouldn't mind.
I
No.
could just go
All
and
birds
bang
are
my head
magpies.
against the wall until I
Stay.
bleed out, if that's what you
And
Oh, come
imps are
back.
like swooping past with mail. There's like an imp that like swishes past, almost hits Fader in the head. You feel the brush of its wings as its tiny claws just sort of scratch you on the cheek, and there's like a little trail of blood that trickles down. Just a moment before its wing clips the back of your head, and it goes tumbling, smashes into a window like a bird, and then drops down. A letter that is half the size of its body, like fluttering down beside it as it just like crumpled wings and all just.
Gross.
And this letter just lands on its head. It's got like a fancy wax seal.
Oh, I'm opening the letter. Wait, Ace probably isn't that chaotic. Maybe.
There's a letter? What?
You just left.
I don't know.
Fucking ow!
I feel like
But this is the mail system. It's a birthday card.
It's a birthday card.
Wait, who is the letter addressed to? Offbeat? Are you
Alistair.
DMing Alistair? Oh, I'm not gonna open Alistair's mail. That's probably a federal. That's a federal. If we have federal things, opening other people's
then
mail is
we
a
have
federal
federal
crime,
offenses.
and I don't want to open Alistair's mail.
Okay, so to
The
catch
postal
you up,
system is the
Offbeat.
one organization you do not fuck with in this country,
Brooke,
unless you're like
Brooke,
Congress.
I
guess.
want to clock something with you. Was this a mail sent on the material plane for Alistair's birthday? Is that what you were suggesting?
Mhm.
This is a problem. I want you to be aware of this. This is a big problem. Do you want to continue with this?
There's a little.
What
button
kind
that
of
pops up
problem?
in the corner of the
For
screen.
you,
This
this
action will have
is like
Pure-
fine on my end. I make it work. This is bad for you guys specifically.
The pure joy on Brooke's face
Yes.
of the unbridled chaos that implicates.
Woo! Okay, open it up.
Oh my god. Okay, Viari picks it up out of the little imp's hands. You know, I was just describing the mail system, and then I threw in the detail of an imp crashing, and then there were questions asked, and I answered them. But now we're here. Viari opens up the letter, just like
Make a charisma
quick
save.
as possible. Okay, I can do that.
If Brooke gets
my
more
charisma's
curses than
good.
I don't, I'm gonna be upset.
That is going to be. What is my charisma save plus? I get plus 13? That's wild. That's a 30.
Ooh, you just make the save. We need different
Okay,
music now. We need different music now. We need different music now, guys. Emblazoned on the paper marks similar that you've seen before on the people who were inflicted with pain. Remember, this was a holiday that Alistair put in last minute. The only other people who could possibly know are people on his power level. Hello, Viari. I know that you probably picked this up. I see you found this little town. I'll be paying a visit soon.
To me or the town?
Figure it out. I think it's high
Is it?
time that we let this place pop, don't you think?
Actually, I think
I've
it's
had
really
s-
good as it is.
I've had some of my agents inserted here. Don't worry, this won't be enough to cause any major problems. After all, there's a war happening somewhere else which you'll soon be deployed in. But I want to make sure that this place is a festering crater by the time you come back. I suggest you pick your favorites. Tell them to stay safe. When they come back, I can't guarantee that they'll still be here. Signed with love, Beatrice. Queen of Chaos, curses, and all that needs to be done.
I'm gonna shove this into my pocket.
Do you read it aloud, or do you just read it you just read to yourself?
I just read it to myself at first. And then I hand it to Ace.
I'll look it over.
Thank you.
A's, make a charisma save.
Oh, no. I'm holding it up. I'm
No.
not like, I don't want her to touch it.
Even if,
If
she
I
looks-
know I
even-
had to make a charisma save. If
As
I
you-
know I had to make a
Okay.
charisma save.
You did. I told you.
I know, I forgot. I'm dumb.
I'm sorry,
I
Brooke.
just
I
wasn't-
can't let you. I'm gonna have to run with this. I'm sorry, man.
Fuck, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
that was an
I
accident.
assume this isn't to be charmed.
This isn't to be charmed.
That's an
Do
8.
you have robes of the Archmagi? Can you get advantage?
I don't have robes of the Archmagi.
Ooh, did you fail?
Oh, did you not hear me? I got an 8.
Oh, oops, you failed. A's.
I
Write down in
can't
your
do anything.
inventory, please.
Again?
Curse of the Written.
Okay, I'm gonna actually write that over here. I can't keep my curse in my inventory because those transfer across
Oh, okay.
aspects.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll keep it on my little A's Notion page. I'm gonna.
By the
I'll make
way-
a new drop-down heading just for curses.
All right. You instantly know what this curse is. Basically, you get this curse. If a paper is placed before you, and there is a line on it for which to sign one's name, you must make a charisma save. On fail, you instantly sign it as soon as you see it.
Oh, so it's Viari. The curse is you are Viari. That's the curse. No wonder Viari was fine.
Okay, hold on.
You are getting better about that. I will acknowledge that you're getting better.
Oh, Brooks has been better at handing her stuff to other people. Oh, Tim Horton. Can I shout out Tim Horton's tea? This shit, I don't know what you put in
What kind
here.
of tea is
Crack
it?
cocaine, steep tea, soothing the throat. I don't know why it is, but it's golden. Anyway, just wanted to shout that out real quick.
You're not even sponsored.
So now that A's has just become Viari 2.0.
Mhm.
Okay, hold on. I'm writing down my other curses while I'm at it.
Ace, can I take a look?
No.
I'll be fine, I'm sure.
It's cursed.
Trying to figure out how to not meta away to say that I have a plus 16 to charisma saves
you know
and then
that
a
shit.
plus 5.
You know that shit.
Okay. Yeah.
You like here. I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. You guys are gods. You guys can speak in meta. You guys know the meta.
right.
You've looked behind the veil. You
Right.
guys, I have that ability, and more importantly, if you want to say that stuff just like in character, you got a really strong sense of will, like a fucking goaded
Gotcha.
sense of will.
I understand.
You-
I don't want to risk it
You still need
unnecessarily.
to roll at
I
least a 14.
effectively-
I can just read you what happens on that. What it says. I can just tell you what it says,
Sure.
and I tell them what it says.
All right. Candy Cane, upon hearing this, goes.
Wait, Candy Cane's in his shop, isn't he?
Oh, I didn't know you guys left the shop.
Yeah, we left the store.
Where
Oh
in
my
the world?
goodness.
He spent like half of them. Yeah, that's
I
what we
updated the
stepped
lore.
outside.
Oh
Yeah, we decided that
that happened while
the
you
city
were
had been
here.
made by Fae. It had been all stitched together by Fae.
Sorry, we forgot to clarify.
You guys forgot to tell your dungeon master where you were. That's not on me.
Well, Brooke was DMing at the time, so we kind of forgot.
Brooke
Yeah,
was
we were out on
DMing
the
and
street.
just made this
we
place.
love you.
We're just out on a street. We just walked
Yeah,
outside
okay.
and an imp hit a window. But yeah, yeah. So I tell that to Feta.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Ace knows what the curse is.
Ace knows what the curse is instantly.
Do you tell us?
No, I just say that it's cursed.
And I've still got the bone shards from
Yes.
Eleanor, right?
Yes, but they don't. They're kind of covered up now. They look like they're like. I wouldn't want to say like they're a part of your skin now, but they don't look noticeable.
Right.
Is more the vibe I want to get across. They're still separate from you, but they don't look
They're
noticeable.
more in the skin and less like protruding.
Yeah.
Well, do you know, Ace? What the curse is?
Yeah, if you put something in front of me, I'm probably going to sign it.
Feta just looks at Viari. I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad.
Upon you speaking this to Viari, Alistair chimes in. Viari, just in your head.
Yeah.
That sounds.
I know.
Do you mind if I just quickly pop in?
Yeah.
Alistair, still in beach gear. Sorry to interrupt your vacation. It seems like things have gotten interesting. Ace, do you mind if I quickly take that letter? There is something pertaining to this one which may be enlightening if I look at this curse.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Keep it from Alistair? No, I hand it over.
Thank you. Alistair looks just like a worried look at Viari, folds it up. Thank you. And pops away.
Viari?
Yep.
This isn't a question I've ever really thought to ask before. Do you sign contracts of your own volition? Or does it feel like something pushes you to?
There is probably visible strain on Viari's face, but they do not answer.
Okay.
Can you answer that question?
Just doesn't seem important.
It's
I got another curse. I would just like a little bit of explanation, if that's all right with you.
Ace.
Viari might not know.
Ace, I'm gonna give you an insight check here.
Okay. I'm not insightful. Not on this build. 15.
It would stand to reason that if does that sound like Viari? Ask yourself that. Something's off. I'm gonna give you that. I'm not gonna tell you anything else, but something seems off about Viari currently. Aside from just like, I know that seems obvious, but something is very clearly off right now.
Are you okay?
Viari is going to reach into a pocket and pull out one of the contracts that Viari was supposed to be trying to lie on. It gives you extra hands for a minute, and it says that it doesn't do that. And Viari is going to turn it around and be like, "Can you read this?" and hand it to you.
Yeah, I looked through it.
As you read it, A's, I need a wisdom saving throw, as there was a dotted line on the bottom.
Sure.
I was gonna give you extra hands for a minute if you fail.
12.
You fail. You just feel yourself. It doesn't even, you don't even notice yourself do this, but a pen materializes and you just sign it, and before you can even blink, you've signed this contract.
Viari pulls out another contract. Can you
And-
read this?
And in your case, A's, you can read them, but every time your eyes glance over the dotted line, you feel this compulsion to sign it.
Feda's gonna
So-
cover up the dotted line
So-
with their hand.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to pull out another contract. This is effectively the opposite of the extra hands when this one says it will give you extra
Right.
hands, but that's the lie, and it actually removes any extra hands. Can you read this?
I read it.
Pull out another contract. Can you read this?
I read the
We only have so many
contract.
hands. I haven't signed the other contract.
Yeah.
Can-
She does read it out loud. She reads it out loud.
Feda takes his hand away from the contract that would remove the hands.
Would you like to sign that of your own volition, Ace? You can
Yeah.
you can willingly fail. So,
Yeah. I'm reading through the contracts.
Pulling out another one.
Do I notice anything as I'm reading the contract?
I'm gonna allow you to make another insight check at advantage in this case.
That's
There are so
a
many.
19. I have a +0 to insight, BT dubs.
Valid.
Viari is this repetition of this action, accompanied with a previous statement of this doesn't seem important. It's clearly not meshing. She's trying to communicate something that she's not allowed to say.
Right. I'm going to
Okay.
look at Viari and hold on to these contracts.
Can you read the words on them? Can you read this?
I can.
It just doesn't seem important.
Yeah.
Insight check.
Insight check at advantage, Feda.
Yeah, are these contracts? Are there lies in these contracts?
There are lies, but they're not working.
Nah, 17 is the best I got. Fiore.
You get the Feda. You get the inclination that
Yeah.
maybe if you go back to Candy Cane, he might have an inclination as to what's going on here.
Fuck.
Might be able to help you out.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Candy Cane might know. Might be able to talk about it. Viari. Do you feel like whatever's going on has been happening since before or after the duel?
Am I allowed to answer this?
Make a charisma saving throw at disadvantage.
To be fair, Feda's kind of looking for like not a yes or a no, is looking for something or silence.
Mm-hmm.
I have a +13 for
Oh,
a total of 14.
Yari. It's not that you can't say anything in this moment. You can only say things that would not give away the answer. You can say, I don't know, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Right. Okay. Well, sometimes no answer is still an answer. Ace? Very
So,
shall
candy
we?
cane?
Yeah, let's. And we'll try and make it quick, because it seems like something's going to go down here at some point very, very soon. Fuck.
You guys go back to Candy Cane's place. Candy Cane looks at all of you. Oh, so soon.
Hey,
Hello.
forget the robot.
Forgotten? What's happening?
Something's happening to Viari. Something has recently happened to Ace. They seem to be, and Ace, correct me if I'm wrong.
Kane must be sworn to secrecy.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's make a deal. Contract.
Silence.
Now.
Silence cannot be easily bought. That's pricey.
Yep.
Very
What do you want?
expensive.
What do you
Like the
want?
ability
Let's
to lie?
negotiate.
No. He looks at all three of you, looking at your godly domains, thinking about what he might ask. I want out of here. Give me an opportunity, Veda. Get me out.
Out of here in what regard?
I am trapped to this city, and this city alone. I have been bound plainly to the material. I have been essentially expatriated from the Feywild. It's been too long since I've been back. I miss it.
So you want out of the city?
I want back to the Feywild specifically. Freedom. Now, I
Ace?
don't want it in the traditional sense.
Okay.
I want you to grant it, Veda.
Okay. I'm not agreeing. I'm acknowledging that I've heard what you have said.
He presents you with a rather unimportant looking sword. If you expend your spell slot with the intent to free on this blade, this will grant me a weapon. You can keep the weapon. I just want to use it once. One use. It allows me to separate myself from my current restrictions that keep me here.
You want Master to give Candy Cane a sock, is that it?
Yes. Give me that, and I will be secret. I'll be silent.
Ace, you hold some domain in the Feywild. I would like to hear your input. In fact, this is being asked of me, but we are a group. I'm not making this decision alone.
Alistair, what would this give Candy Cane?
Alistair pops back. He's in a beach chair. He's sipping.
Sorry,
a
buddy.
mojito. Oh, well, for one, Candy Cane would be allowed to freely maneuver the Feywild again, and not be bound to exclusively the walls and confines and the boundaries of the city. Another thing, there's some reason to believe that Fey that are like Candy Cane gain power as they maneuver, as they get back into the Feywild. Assumedly trapping him in the mortal plane has removed him from that power for quite some time. So it would be granting him effectively freedom again. Freedom to do as he pleases. The restrictions that are placed on him are only in effect so long as he is within the the city, after all.
There ought to be limitations to what you can do with that freedom. You can't just go destroying cities at will. You can't just go enslaving people as you feel.
I wouldn't do that.
How does this impact the former agreement that we have?
I'd leave the city alone, frankly.
So you don't care about...
I don't care about the city. I do care about... Well, Zariel's a different story. Zariel would hunt me down. But I can deal with that if I'm in the Feywild. I can always hide.
If we do this, if we remove you from the confines of this city, part of this deal, you are to have no contact, no discussions with anyone of the Chaos Pantheon. Or anyone related. Yes.
Could it be just about this topic, please?
You're not allowed to align with them.
How bad do you want your freedom?
Do you want everything to happen all at once and then end? Or...
Until such a time as the war has come to a conclusion.
Come on, Candy Cane, we're family.
Distant family. Until the time when the Pantheonic War comes to an end, on the conditions that I am freed, in the sense that we have previously described, I will not align with the Chaos Pantheon. I can still talk to them, just not about what we're about to discuss.
Mm-hmm. Nor any
And that
subject
includes
regarding
helping
the
them.
four of us.
See Candy Cane really bite his lip on this one, just like digging his teeth into his gums. Make a persuasion check.
And that includes...
Can I assist?
Yes. With advantage, Feda.
Or do you want to roll your as well?
My
VI, or-
deception is fabulous. My persuasion,
Okay. My persuasion's pretty good.
Mine I think is
Um,
like a +6 or something, but I don't think I have expertise or anything in it.
I will clarify that this includes anyone aligned with the Chaos Pantheon as well. Specifically a certain individual who shall be unnamed in the contract, but shall be understood upon meeting.
is a part of the Chaos Pantheon, so like it's.
That's not who I'm talking
I
about.
thought you were talking about Eleanor.
I'm 100% talking about Eleanor. This person shall not be named in the contract, but upon interaction with this individual, any mention of the four of us shall be as shit upon the tongue.
Swallowed.
That is going to be
With advantage?
with advantage 13 plus 17. That is a 30.
You guys drive a hard bargain. You watch as Candy Cane just like almost like incredibly anxiously rubs his thumb across like over the crook of the cane. Eyes darting around the room looking at this place. Deal.
I'm going to get Charlie to just double check the agreement.
Alistair himself quickly writes the contract, hands it to
Yep.
Charlie. Charlie looks it over.
Did Alistair? I was gonna say, has everybody looked it over? I want to double check that. Like Alistair's
does
like,
not
yeah, this
touch
seems
it.
like this is like a good contract.
Yeah. You do a quick double check. It's sound. This thing is lock solid.
Cool.
And Candy Cane fails his investigation check to find something that Alistair slipped in for you guys.
Yes. Thank you, Alistair.
Does Candy Cane get extra hands?
Rock.
Well, for one thing, upon him signing, yes, an extra set of hands appears at the base of his wrists.
No, he can clap.
Alistair goes, clap for me. And he just goes like this. Amusing. And each of you, you watch as this magical energy just pops out of Candy Cane and goes, and into you guys. Congratulations. You each get an extra of your highest level spell slot.
Oh!
Holy shit.
Oh, we'll take it.
Like permanently?
No, not permanently.
For now.
For now. Probably
Is
until
this-
probably for like a week. For like
Is
an
this
actual
for me
chunk.
Mystic Arcanum on this sheet, or does it have to be
No, it's a spell slot.
Mm. Okay. But if I switch sheets, does it count for
Yes.
across sheets? Okay.
Yes.
Because I was only using this one for this little expedition. Thanks.
And so he looks annoyed, but Candy Cane does oblige. She takes the sword off the wall. Once again, a rather boring looking sword. Thank you, Gabriel, for the $5. He places it on the desk in front of him. All right, Fada. Spell slot expended.
Of my highest level.
Of your highest level with the on the sword, and the intention is the ability to free one from their confines and restrictions.
All right, I'm keeping the sword though. You said I could. And
Yes, it's
in the
yours. It's yours.
contract.
It's yours.
Interesting. Give me a moment.
Oh, now,
Fada's-
please.
Fada's thinking. Fada's thinking about something. Al,
Mm-hmm.
do you mind terribly if I switch and switch back?
I don't know if I can do that. For what purpose?
Currently, my highest level spell is level 5.
And you'd like a 9th?
I would.
How about this? Quick deal with me.
See, Candy Cane? Benefiting you. Right, yeah.
Quick deal with me. Just a quick little trade.
Mm-hmm.
Expend a 5th, expend a 4th,
Okay.
and I'll
Okay.
give you 1 9th. Sound fair?
Deal. Yep, I can do that.
He quickly writes it up and hands it to you to sign.
Look it over real quick, double check that I'm not going to get extra hands. It's his vacation. We're interrupting him. I understand that probably is something
There
that he's going
is,
to do.
it is in
It
there.
is.
You can
I
cross it out.
I see it.
You can't cross it out.
I see it, and I see it. I acknowledge it, and I sign it anyway. I wasn't going to. I was just, yeah, you know what? That's fair.
Whoa, thank you, Val, for the $50 and Gabriel for the next extra 10.
Hey,
I think it is.
holy
I think it's
cow.
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, I'm so I only see
I know you're like looking at it
Well,
really
I'm
quickly,
gonna
and you're just kind of
Yeah.
like at corner of your eye. I was,
Yeah.
All
yeah.
men must die.
So at this point in time, you guys have like three full attacks of max damage.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So, yeah, 100% doing that, getting the 9th.
mm-hmm.
What I would like to do, as I am imbuing the ability to free one of their confines and restrictions, correct?
Yes.
I would also like to include the ability to free one of whatever binds them.
Are you sure?
Interesting. How do I phrase this?
Because that's gonna first be used on Candy Cane.
Yep, and then I'm keeping the sword.
Mm-hmm.
But like, wouldn't that free him from the being bound by contract?
Right. Okay. That's a thank you for the. Are you sure?
Yeah, I was like.
I mean, I'll reveal my hand here. I want to eventually have this be useful to Eleanor.
In the sense of freeing her from the influence of Beatrice?
Yes.
At this point in time, assume Eleanor has the same relationship to Beatrice that Viari has to Alistair.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or not the same, but similar. The same means different thing, but it's a similar
and at the
relationship.
At the moment, Feta imbues it with what was asked, making sure that it is going to keep all current contracts between Candy Cane, ourselves, and whoever else intact. Although maybe as a little bit of fun, the ability to free one from their binds by a Chaos Pantheon god. Break those contracts, because why not?
I would strongly advise not adding that. I would
That's fair.
strongly advise it.
That's entirely
I can only do so much with this butterfly. Like,
this action will have consequences.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you, guys, Espinosa, for the next $10. We're doing great. Thanks for asking.
I'm gonna double check with Alistair the wording of what I'm imbuing this with, to make sure that it is exclusive to the contract that we have just recently signed and nothing else.
So, this blade gives him the freedom to. It will free him from restrictions, the confines. Now, this is going to have a grand meaning already.
Okay.
I would assume its meanings are going to have a lot greater expression the more you use it and discover its abilities. For now, stick with this, but as this is a weapon that you have created and designed, if you wield it, I would not be surprised if it grows with you. And the more you wield it, the more you use it, the more your intent will be imprinted upon the blade. But for now, I would strongly advise sticking with what you have. We cannot afford for Candy Cane to get away. He's got a very silly name, but he's very annoying.
Twisty. Right. Okay. I will do so.
All right. You make the blade, and it turns into this double-edged sword. On one end,
that's not metaphorical at all.
Yeah. One edge, a bright glowing, like almost white but more golden color, and then on the other end, you see this burning red. And within, you can almost see a chain, like individual links of the chain within it. As you cast it, as you place your energy into the sword, it glows and expands. The blade, it grows in length and then splits into these two edges.
Just a brief look back at both A's and Viari as just sort of a like. Yeah. Okay. And right. I will.
Roll to hit.
Yep.
It's a +3 weapon.
Bring it around.
Brooke,
Can I just confirm that he's going to, like, the point of him being here and going to him was that he would listen to the thing to help them figure it out. Right? Is that included in this fucking deal?
Yes, it is.
I had everybody look over the contract. Yes.
Yeah, so don't swing at him yet.
Wait,
I was about to sneak away. You guys gotta tell him the shit first.
Brooke, which cat was that?
Which cat do you think it was?
I think
My
it was,
guess
I
is
wrote it
Jasper.
down. I guess it was Ori.
Offbeat?
Jasper.
It's Jester.
God damn it.
Yeah! Jester, I will note, is always far more tolerant of being picked up and held for a
Yeah,
longer
Ori
period of
meows
time.
at me. She's
Yeah.
not happy about being hurt. Ori's also louder. She.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's bigger.
Okay. Before I do this, you've been sworn to secrecy. Secrecy. Contract has been signed.
Al, don't leave. I'm gonna
I'll do my best.
grab one of my blank contracts. Can you read this?
Yes. Can you
It
not?
just doesn't seem important.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Oh. Viari. Why don't you read your contracts?
It just doesn't seem important
Why don't you read your contracts?
because it's not important.
Why don't you read your contracts?
Because it doesn't seem important.
Aha, interesting. It seems as though you can only say that whenever I ask the question, why can't you read your contracts?
So she's being forced.
Did you not read a contract and sign it, and now that's all you can say in response to it?
There's only one contract that could be this powerful. Only one that could write something this deep. One that could be hidden from Alistair himself. Oh my goodness. You signed a contract with Beatrice.
This was the duel.
Oh,
Ow.
embarrassing. Yes.
Did you know about this?
No, I did not.
I'm not accusing. I'm genuinely curious.
No, I did not. I've been trying to figure this out for a long time.
Okay. All right.
Am I able to talk about it yet?
No. I'm assuming there's some sort of silence that's been placed over VR and talking on the subject matter. I'll get to work looking at this little curse here and get to work on making it reversible for A's and get to work making it reversible for VRE. So that's
Wait, can you
Hmm?
reverse Beatrice's curses?
certain ones, yes.
Hmm.
But some of
Didn't-
them, no.
He did it before for you, didn't he? Or do I not know about that? I might not know about that. That might be
I don't
my
think you
mistake.
know about. I don't think I told you
I don't
about
think
the. Yeah, but I am still cursed as far as I know.
Beatrice's curses work very annoyingly in that I'm not allowed to remove all of them. Considering yours, you said, was given to you when you looked at this object, this is more of like the object cursed you. So it's less, less potent. But the logic could apply.
Al,
Yes.
you're not allowed to remove the curse, right?
Not always.
So
Depends.
what what are you not allowed to do?
I'm not allowed to remove a curse that has been placed by Beatrice. However, it's important to note that this was a contract that it was issued
Right.
between Beatrice and Viari, meaning that
So-
Viari willingly placed this on themselves.
At least willingly given a certain subset of knowledge.
Or circumstances.
Right.
Yeah,
This
effective.
might have been.
For the intents of the contract, it is considered willing, and
Right.
therefore the powers that it therefore is able to enforce is under
Right.
that assumption.
Could you theoretically, for those curses, I know it's not exactly your purview, could you create a counter to the curse that would effectively break what it's trying to do instead of removing it? Almost as if you had a clock going clockwise and another hand going counterclockwise, they would stop each other.
I could try, but I could say that that might cause a lot of problems. For example, if you have two things running in the same direction, like so,
Right.
like you're suggesting, it doesn't move; it just stops. What's going to happen to poor Viari when she's given the fact that she must read the contract but can't read the contract but must read the contract but can't read the contract and gets stuck in a logic loop?
Unstoppable force, immovable object.
Yes, she might just be stuck there forever. Or until you remove the contract from her view.
Or it might break. So, yeah.
Or we might break Viari.
That's a risk. That's a risk. Okay.
VR, can you tell us when this happened?
First of all, are you okay?
Viari, you're allowed to state that it happened at the duel. Now that this has been revealed, you feel certain restrictions being lifted.
Okay. It was part of what I signed at the duel.
So
I
it was
can't.
part of the thing that signed away agreement.
And you didn't know about it.
I told her that whatever stipulations she put in there was only allowed to affect me. And then the agreement thing happened. But she still got in her affect me stuff.
I see.
And but it wasn't it's interesting though, but she tried to curse you to sign anything that was in front of you just now, so that wouldn't be what you're initially. I guess you weren't cursed, it's part of the contract.
Am I allowed to answer this?
Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. I have advantage. Oh, okay. Well, the very first one that I rolled was a nat 20, so I will just add my modifiers to this. That's a total of 20.
You have an additional +5 because you're right next to me.
Oh, okay. So 27 plus 5 is 32.
You can.
What was the question again?
I said, because right now she was trying to curse you to get you to sign anything that wasn't a part of the initial stipulation in the contract.
It was. I don't know why she would try to layer up that. I have to sign whatever's in front of me.
Why would she show her hand?
Why would she double up on that? Wait, but doesn't Alistair have something that keeps you from contracts from working on you?
I made him make an agreement with me that would stop me from signing contracts with other people aside from him.
So if you have to sign everything that goes in front of you, but you can only sign something, you can only be, your signature is only valid on things you sign with Alistair?
Essentially, yes. Basically, every time she signs it, she screws up her signature. It's very silly.
Unless her always signing things wasn't the point. Unless that was a smokescreen, because it seems like it also affected Viari. It also affected your ability to lie on contracts to use part of your godly domain.
Maybe what could have also happened with this, at least the letter, is that she may have been trying to get all of you in one fell swoop. Maybe hoping that you'd all fall under a similar effect that Viari's under, and then be able to just slide things in front of you without you knowing.
I mean, I hate to
but
say
we do
it,
know. I explicitly knew that it happened as soon as I read it. And now you know, so you're going to stop it unless she has me sign something in the next... How long do you think it's going to take for you to fix that?
A very long time, if I'm being honest.
Can you make a similar deal, Ace, with Alistair that Viari did?
Is that allowed?
Similar contract, only signing things between the two of you.
It would be,
I assumed that.
But I would actually have to make you sign this deal with fate.
What are the drawbacks of that?
Well, not too much. It's just kind of annoying. It's just more paperwork for me, but you would technically be signing this deal with fate, as fate is the one who is currently pervading you and helping you granting you the power and hosting you, essentially.
Offbeat, check Discord.
Aw, secret.
Well, I'm
Yay.
asking if I can tell you stuff.
Yeah, I figured. I'm just being
Yeah.
annoying.
VRE lore. VRE lore.
Okay. I can't read them at all.
You can't read contracts?
It's just a jumble of words.
This makes so much
So
more
much
sense.
Yes! So many things make sense now.
Oh my god! I just thought
They're
you
just-
were being kind of a dick about it.
They're just a jumble of words. I haven't been able to read them since that day.
That's
I can't understand a
Ah.
single thing in front of them unless I've written it or it's from Alistair or whatever. And then I can't read them, but I also have to sign them.
Oh, that's.
And I couldn't
This
talk
is-
about it.
This is desperately important.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've learned a few things today. I imagine that you got hit with a double whammy the day that something happened to you, Viari. I imagine you got cursed. Cursed that you would sign whatever was put in front of you. I don't necessarily think that you had... I don't know what you thought when you were signing it, but there is a chance that as you were signing it, that may not have been entirely your own volition.
What do you mean?
You may have been cursed, in a similar way that Hayes here has been cursed as it happened. Which then resulted in making you sign whatever was put in front of you, or make you think that whatever you're signing is a good deal.
I remember... Well, at the time I didn't know what was on the line. You said that we'd bet the domain of lies. You didn't tell me what the stakes for the other side were until later.
Yeah. Which was a mistake on my part.
Peace. The duel was for peace. I was told that we had to win, that it was vitally important, absolutely essential, and that we could not lose the domain of lies. So, when Z's beat me, Beatrice appeared in front of me, and she said, "You want it to stop? I'll call it off. Just sign this." She handed me a contract I couldn't read, and I told her that the consequences could only affect me. And she said, yeah. And that's all I really remember. But I signed.
Damn it.
And what I didn't know was that because I was acting as a representative of Alistair, I effectively had Alistair's authority, which was how I was able to sign away agreement.
It doesn't seem like any of this is actually your fault then.
It doesn't seem like any of this was on the up and up to begin with.
It's just kind of a shit show. No offense.
Oh, none taken.
VRE.
And then I couldn't read anything after that. Just had to sign it. That's why we got Charlie. Well, I already had Charlie, but he kind of got instated as my full, proper lawyer, and I wasn't allowed to sign anything without him reading it.
That's why he reads everything, right?
We went through a couple different iterations of the deal for Alistair to invalidate other people's contracts that I signed. And Al doesn't seem to think that it's going to entirely protect me anyway. And that probably there are some contracts that if I sign, it will actually still be instated. But this is the thing that's worked the most so far.
Mm-hmm.
Can Feda offer VRE a hug?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell anyone.
You did everything right, Viari.
It doesn't feel like it.
This is
You
not
just
all
didn't know
on you.
everything at the time.
It's not your fault.
Also, Candy Cane's here for all of this,
Oh.
right?
Yeah. But he can't talk about any of it. He can't talk about any of it.
Candy Cane
He's
just
under
looks at
silence.
this and is just like, that's fucked up.
Sorry, can we acknowledge that Alistair just said it's not your fault? not like I'm not saying that as Fada. I'm saying that as Patrick. Can we
Yes.
acknowledge that? I'm proud of him. Look at that progress. Well done. Is there, Candy Cane, is there anything else you might know that would be pertinent to this situation?
Well, it wasn't really part of the deal. What I know right now.
What do you mean? Of course it was part of Patrick's asking. What do you mean?
There are some details that he knows about what currently happened that was not part of the initial deal. He provided what he was asked for, which is insight into what the curse was.
Fuck, fine. Well, that's good to know.
Be persuaded.
I will.
We'll find you.
Alistair, I don't know if I can do this, but you let me know. I will help provide some protections on your mind so that if anyone tries to get this information out of you, they will get lies instead, and you won't get caught up and associated with us against your will.
All right, do it.
Can I do that?
Viari, you must expend your...
Contracts.
Alistair flips open a pocketbook. Viari, please...
It's a checkbook of contracts.
rips one out. Viari, please sign this.
I just sign it.
All right.
I don't read it.
So
Viari, your
fucked.
Mystic Arcanum is now a 9th level spell slot that must be spent to do this.
Okay. We want to spend it.
All right. Well, here's a little information about how Chaos Gods work, and here's probably something that Alistair didn't know himself. Order Gods have to acquire them legally, that is, domains, before they can access their power. Chaos Gods need only be present in them once.
Holy shit.
Alistair drops his martini and pocketbook.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Wait, that means that if Eleanor has been taken to consequences, she already has access to it.
She's not a full god yet.
Oops.
Wait, so okay, like
Eleanor hasn't
mechanics
been
wise,
taken
how does
yet.
that work? Because so you have to already be a god in order to but you have to have a domain to be a god, but then you have to
She's a
has been
demigod.
in-
She works different.
Yeah.
So does that mean that mortal gods who have been into or like mortals with the potential to become a god can go into a chaos domain and then they have access to it?
No,
I'm confused.
Chaos gods can go
Gods,
into any
specifically
domain.
Gods.
Chaos gods. And if they go there,
Oh.
they get access to the power. A fraction of it, but they get access to it.
Hey, Amelia, where's that butterfly?
Oh, I see.
It's too late for the butterfly. The action has already happened. The consequences are now.
So Alistair says, so because the duel took place in lies, Beatrice could lie on the contract.
The duel took place in lies?
Yes.
Wait, Beatrice learned to lie on contracts?
Looks
How?
like it.
You can't even do that.
I can't. I'm very annoyed about this.
I can't even do that.
I'm aware. Why do you think I'm annoyed? Not at you, at Beatrice. This is aggravating.
I thought you said she changed the contract afterwards.
I thought she did. That was the only explanation I could possibly think of.
But now we know.
Well, does that mean that I can rescind?
No.
I want to go look at my book.
What book? The Book of Viari? The Book of Lies?
The Book of Lies. What is the Book of Viari?
You haven't been there? You've been in the Divine Contract and you haven't looked at your own name? Curious.
We did know those existed, I think.
We
yeah,
did know
I
those.
look at A's
Yeah.
and Z's.
Yeah,
You're throwing the Z's at me.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Alistair pulls your book out. He says, I've got to touch it the whole time, otherwise it disappears.
Okay. I grab it and start flipping through, looking for.
So Chaos
That
Gods just
day.
have to go to a domain once, and then they can access aspects of that domain. Yeah.
Yes, as far as I know.
What happens if the reverse happens?
Order gods cannot.
Ugh. Wow.
You said they had to do it legally.
Yes, we have.
What does that
What
pertain?
about trading pages from a book?
Uh,
I say that telepathically so that Candy Cane can't hear.
yeah.
I just glare at VRE.
Mhm.
And
That's a real
telepathically back-
question.
I say,
would
I
that give you
am
access to his
aware.
powers?
That's
Oh.
we're trying to figure out if this
That's
is
what
gonna
I'm
work.
asking. I'm not being a
right.
dick about it. I'm
Yeah,
saying,
no,
did
no,
you-
I'm genuinely
Yeah,
curious.
did
as well.
you-
To
It's like-
acquire something legally, effectively what it means is that we designate a portion of the divine contract as ours. And then when we do that, it is then instated in the divine contract itself that it is ours and that it is a section of order. And therefore it has and always will be order. That is what it means to acquire it legally, as it were. And how we do this, oftentimes, that domains exist in a weird metaphysical space. Sometimes we can section off portions by linking
Wait.
domains. Sometimes we trade them.
Does this mean Z's has access to my domain?
Has Z's been in there?
If the
Well,
duel
if the
took
duel
place in Lies,
took place in Lies.
He wasn't a god.
he wasn't a
hopefully.
god yet.
Okay. But Beatrice was there. Were there any other gods from Chaos?
Let's hope not.
I mean, Z's has access to mine.
Z's having access to a portion of time is literally a ticking time bomb that we don't know what it will do. Maybe he'll do it just to spend an extra minute hanging out with you. It's all very possible. But Chaos Gods have never really been allowed in our domains before. They frequent the neutral plane and the neutral domains quite often. Makes a bit more sense why they do.
Can we limit their access to those domains? Can we stop them?
No, not well. Well, there is a way. It's called we acquire them.
So we need to be acquiring more domains.
We are actively acquiring many domains as we speak. But
Alistair,
yes,
I might be freaking out over nothing. Are we sure that when we captured Conflict, they were still a neutral god?
almost certainly. Even if they weren't, they are captured and restrained by Godfried now, and
Okay.
if once they're in Godfried's domain in the fashion that Godfried has placed them, Godfried basically nullifies all effective power, cuts them off from their effective powers, making them useless.
Can we learn how to? Can we learn how to take them to do what they do, to step into the other domain? And
I'm pretty sure that that is how part of how Chaos has set themselves up. Keep in mind, I don't know how they exactly even acquire domains.
but you found a way for Godfried to replicate would it be in the divine contract, that
Prob-
ability?
Maybe, but but it might be difficult.
It'd be in the Chaos Divine contract, though.
That is true. On the Chaos end, it'd probably be very bright and easy to find. In fact, it might even be.
Could we steal it and bring it to our side?
Yes, but that is very, very difficult.
We've
But
done plenty
it can
of
be
different-
done.
Assumedly, yes.
Right.
Huh. A lot has been learned today. Thank you, Mr. Candy Cane. Candy Cane just looks wide-eyed and is clearly in over their head.
Because all of that,
Candy Cane.
I think, was happening telepathically. We were just standing around staring at each other, like
Yeah.
heads moving back and forth, eyes going wide in horror, and then like, oh,
Candy Cane, what's the state of Zariel? Because if we're giving you freedom, do you care about Zariel?
Fuck that. I don't care. Zariel can
You
want to
break that contract?
I want out of here. I want out.
It is just spinning the sword on his
You're
finger.
happy to unsign a contract? That one? Well, you wanted us to remove him from the city, but if you're leaving the...
Fine.
I actually have an interesting way.
I'm
we might
just
be able
asking.
to do that.
Yeah, sure. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Just
So we undo the first contract.
Yeah.
Peter has a new paper shredder.
Shing! Slices it in half.
Alistair is just sitting hands clasped. It is probably a miracle that we've never lost one of these pantheonic wars, considering how chaos gods work. Wow. Well,
So Beatrice has access to my domain.
yes.
Can I stab him now?
Mean?
I don't.
Can she just walk in at any time?
Probably not, but she probably has access to the power.
Like just a limited portion of it,
I
or
don't.
like a
I
lot?
don't know, Viari. For once in my life, I don't know something, and it is scaring me. So give me some time, please, to process this on my own. This has never happened before. I'm going to probably go and immediately end my vacation. However, this was probably the greatest birthday gift I could have ever been given. And he says that without a drop of sarcasm.
Gary's like, oh fuck, we didn't even get those contracts.
I don't think it matters anymore.
I think we got something better.
Christmas is coming. We're coming back. Oh,
Al!
ow!
Just standing there, holding the sword
Beatrice said
aloft.
something to me.
What did she say?
She said she was going to destroy this place, and I'm just going to relay the details because I don't remember them myself.
Oh,
And to
God.
choose your favorites and...
If I'm being honest, it's probably a sentimental play to get you guys to waste your time. Is she
Well,
probably
I had
go-
a
she's probably going to send some chaos gods, cause a ruckus, free the Fae, make the devils do something silly, create a mini war, and this place will be turned into a smoldering pile of ash.
I had a thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
Viari, you're on good terms with Orcus, right?
Yeah, he was my old math tutor.
We are all on good terms with Orcus. Orcus
Yeah.
Brilliant.
is my
That's
good
super-
friend.
Right. So,
Shit at algebra, though.
No, he
Very-
was good at that.
Quadratic equations are algebra, and they're like a very basic aspect of it.
Yeah, well, he wasn't very good at teaching it. He could do it.
Just,
that is different.
You just plug it in.
It's a plug and chug equation. I don't know why
plug
Orcus
and chug.
struggled.
I did have
Oh.
a thought. The mortals have made deals with devils, and the devils roam the city fairly freely.
Yes.
Why not have Orcus give the mortals refuge in the Nine Hells while whatever bombardment Beatrice is going to be raining down from the sky is happening?
I feel like that's a great way to get a lot of mortals cursed. Not like actually cursed, but just in very predatory contracts.
I'll say this much. There's constantly a bunch of these places getting leveled at any given time. Like I said, it was a sentimental plea to get us to waste resources on a town that effectively might not matter. I already
After
found...
all the world building that went into this place, all of the time and care and detail.
I know, and it's so gorgeous.
We'll find a way to use it again.
I will find a way to use it again.
Yeah, we take turns
Give
being
me-
DM. Next
Give
time
me
Opti
5
gets
minutes and a seed. I'll make you another one. Oh, just
How lovely
just-
would that
just-
be?
Whenever you need a new place for us to go at random, just give me a prompt. I'll
So,
make it.
Honestly, free world builder AI just dropped.
Its name is
For
Brooklyn
fun.
Tuesday.
But
Brooklyn
the 2
dot
is a
Tuesday.
2.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Tuesday.
If you give me prep, they're better. They're more grounded and cohesive.
Yeah, we just need to give you a prompt, and then it takes time to
Yeah.
generate the rest of it. Yeah, you're an
yeah.
AI. It's
An
all
this
artificial,
one doesn't have
artificial
any good
intelligence.
overarching
It's just
themes, is the problem.
intelligence.
That's valid.
That's great.
So, do you guys send Candy Cane on his way?
Veda's literally been standing
Yes.
there with the sword like poking into Candy Cane's head and just watching him squirm.
Just before, I'm just gonna be like, Candy Cane, anything else that's useful?
He's genuinely trying to rack his brain at this point.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
At this point, he just kind of wants to leave. He's terrified of this whole situation. He thought he was so cool, and you guys just showed him how not cool he was. He's shattered.
extra.
No ego left.
Well, we'll see him at the next Christmas party. Or I will.
Mm-hmm.
They're legendary.
I can't think of anything, but if I do, I'll happily find you, I guess.
Cool.
Thanks,
See
mate.
you on the holidays.
Yeah. As you swing the blade, Theta, you
I go to make this large arc, and then I just bop him on the head with the pommel.
as you strike him with the blade.
Bonk.
I'm gonna give you the details of that magic item yourself because it's pretty neat.
Yay.
That's pretty
But
neat.
As you strike him, you note that like almost behind him, this slit in reality appears. And you watch as the chain in the sword, every link inside of it shatters. And you watch as he looks around, these chains that bound his torso fall to his feet and evaporate. And he just falls back into the portal and vanishes.
We're gonna come to regret that at some point, but I do not have the brain space to deal with that right now. I have been holding on to this stupid secret for so long.
I'm
just glad you know.
I'm glad we know too. And hey, worst comes to worst, he's fucking terrified of us now. So we've got that.
Yeah.
We
Hey.
also did learn how chaos gods work. Probably also part of how they acquire domains. They probably just sit in there for a long time.
Oh my god, chaos gods are squatters.
Wait,
They're literally enforcing squatters' rights on domains.
does that count for Zed?
For Zed? No, Zed isn't a chaos
Okay.
god.
I didn't know if it counted as like a part of these as far as
It's a very
the squatters'
good
rights
question.
go.
No, he counts as he is a separate entity.
Just a little
Uh,
guy.
Just a little. He is categorically a
Little
little guy.
Just a little birthday boy.
What even is that thing? Ace, and I just like
Oh.
pick it up
Isn't it cute?
by the scruff of its neck.
He starts trying to squirm away.
It's giving me serious uncanny valley.
No, that's adorable.
Al,
Yes.
you keep demanding that I trust your judgment.
Yeah.
You say he's okay.
Yeah, he's funny.
Honestly, if you
He's-
just give him sweets, he'll just do almost anything.
That is true. He's
Gonna
very
reach
easy to
into-
train.
Is
My
that
pocket
true of
and
the
pull out
actual
chocolate.
Z?
That is
Mm.
also true of the actual Z's, though what
What the
exactly he does is weird.
I'm feeding him chocolate.
Can we just offer him eternal sweets? Like whatever he can imagine
I mean, I
in
kind of
his
just
sick
always
little
get
brain.
him candy. I've been doing that since we were kids.
He
Right, but
he
like
takes the candy and puts it in his cheek like a hamster.
I pull it like I've picked it up from some random spot in Candy Cane's shop, I think, and so it could be Feywild magic. Like it could be magic candy. I don't know.
Feywild food?
No, like magic. Well, I could be. I don't know.
Don't eat food from the Fey.
I know. No, don't eat that.
Z's and I spent so much time in the Feywild. At some point, we did eat food.
That is true.
That's okay.
Frankly, he probably counts as a fey creature at this point.
Yeah,
That's probably true.
basically.
Yeah, kind of like a cat that raised Fader or something. I'm convinced.
Do you say that, SVR?
Yes. No, this is a Brooke
Okay.
theory. This is not a Viari theory.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, Viari says it sarcastically. Yes. Yeah, you probably like a cat that raised Fader or something.
Fada's pretty pale. Fada looks like he's about to be sick for a moment and then just shakes it off. Don't even joke about that.
You never
Meow.
introduced us to the cats anyway.
They left. They were. I only knew them for a little while. I got to the orphanage and they popped in every now and again, but they didn't really say anything. I just kind of would see them out of the corner of my eye
Wow.
and just like, oh, they're there.
How am I the
Don't
normal
talk to
one?
them.
I mean, you're the normal
It really
one.
is a mystery.
I had a perfectly normal childhood, thank you very much.
No, you don't.
What was this past conversation about? Can you remind me?
And with that, we're going to end today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching this really weird episode of PP Game. We
Dear
had
God.
no plot for like an
Off
hour,
the rails, and then it got real
For
serious.
an hour,
real
like
fast.
45, I think.
2.5 hours. I think it was 2.5 hours. I think we only had plot the last half hour. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're way over time. Wow, we're over time. My bad. My name is Not Beat Outlaw. I use he, they pronouns. Please support the Patreon. It's only $3 a month. You see all my content a day early. And, of course, I don't know. It helps me keep doing this shit. Amelia.
Still Amelia Som. Links.ameliasom.com. You know the drill. If you don't, that's the drill.
Brooke.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn Tuesday. I have been Viari, God of Revelations. You can find me at Instagram and TikTok, and I'm so happy to finally be able to give this information out. That's me.
Pat.
I'm Patrick Keefe. That is my name. I go by That Gray Gentleman everywhere on the internet. You can find me over on Twitter at That Gray Gentle M because character limits are bullshit.
Patrick Keefe.
And my
That's
name's
my
Danny
name.
Phantom.
Online content. That's my
I'm
name.
Danny.
You're looking at the wrong camera.
I'm streaming in half an hour.
No, I'm busy.
Which probably
I'm,
isn't tonight.
I'm moving the image around on the stream.
Oh,
I see.
amazing.
Oh, I see.
I'm Danny.
Fair.
Wow, look at me. I'm not streaming today, but you can find me on my YouTube channel, Danny Phantom EXE. Watch the videos. Anyway, have a great night, everybody. Get the fuck out of the house.